Sectionals begin next week. That means tonight, the final game of the regular season in Indiana, the final game to build momentum for the postseason. It's 6-2 Tippy Valley on the road at 4-4 Bremen in this Northern State Conference clash in our Sports Michiana High School Football Game of the Week. How you doing, everyone? Alongside Mr. Bremen, Bo Hundt, and Patrick Driscoll on the sidelines, I'm Angelo Carlo. Chuck Freebie has the night off. He's the father of the bride this weekend, so congratulations to the entire Freebie clan and Mary and Joe on their wedding coming up tomorrow. Bo, we'll start with you, and obviously Tippy Valley, an outstanding season so far at 6-2, but pretty impressive to get to this point. 16 starters lost from last year, only 8 seniors on the squad, and here they are just keeping the everything rolling.
Yeah, I think what Coach Moriarty has done with this program is really developed it from the base up, from the middle school and continuing on with the younger groups. And year after year, he's developed these players so they can have these great seasons. I mean, losing 16 starters from the year before and coming out going 6-2 and beating some of the teams that they've beaten, Rochester, a great team as well. I think that's just shown what he's done with this program.
Here's Coach Steve Moriarty on the growing rivalry with the Bremen Lions.
Bremen and Valley, and with Bremen and the new conference, this is going to build a long rivalry that's already, begun a long time ago. Back in '93 when we played here, all those memories kind of rush back when you come back, and it is one of my favorite teams. And Coach Leeper and I are good friends, and to be able to have that opportunity to be in this new conference and to play at Bremen, pretty big honor for our school.
Bremen is 4-4 in the season, but Bo coming off their best win of the year, a huge victory over Knox in a shootout last week, and they're healthy, so they might be playing their best football of the season right now.
I think that's the most important point. They're healthy right now, and they were last week as well. And when they're healthy, they can put everything together, and they showed what they could do against a great Knox team. And coming back, nobody gave them any chance of winning that game, let alone coming close, let alone winning it. And they came back, won that game. It just shows the talent that they have, the persistency that they have in their players, and the great coaching staff with Coach Leap that he's been there for a long time now.
And here is Jordan Leeper on what that win over Knox last week means for his program.
Well, I think just the execution that we had throughout the second half, particularly, that is just going to drive us forward. They saw that when we execute, we're a darn good football team, but we got to come out and do that for 4 quarters. We can't give teams an opportunity to get ahead and then try to come back every week. That's not a recipe for a win. But the goal here is to execute for 48 minutes, and hopefully we learn how to do that, and we can continue going forward with that.
Patrick Driscoll on the sidelines here tonight for us. Pat, there's not a championship on the line here. Both teams know what is happening next week with the start of sectionals, but one thing they really both want is a victory to build momentum heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, this time of the year, it's so exciting to be a high school football player. But yeah, both teams, they really emphasize momentum heading into tonight, and only one team can come out on top. Even though you did mention there's nothing on the line for the conference, only one team can come out. But I think for both teams, it's really important that they just both look sharp and both come out healthy, because we got a big month ahead.
You are a former player at St. Joe, not that long ago, obviously graduating in 2020. What's the mentality of a player at this point in the last game of the regular season?
At this point, especially a senior, is just like giving it your all every snap. You have your brothers right next to you every single play, and just playing for your school, playing for your town, your city, wherever it may be. You want to put on your best effort every single day, and you just want to represent them well, because playoffs is very exciting.
It doesn't feel like playoff weather. It's a beautiful night at Don Bungie Field. It's Bremen and Tippy Valley in our Sports Michiana High School Football Game of the Week. We've got your St. Joseph County Police Department pregame show next. You're watching this Sports Michiana High School Football Game of the Week.
You're watching the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week. Brought to you by Tony Letcher Health Markets, Tire Rack, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, the St. Joseph County Police Department, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, Reliance, the Lillier Insurance Agency, Big C Lumber, Crown Trophy, and these great sponsors.
So let's look at our keys to the game here tonight. And we talk about our key players to start. And Wes Parker, a 6', 160-pound junior wing. Leading rusher, 579 yards, 15.2 yards per carry. That's unbelievable, Bo, because he is coming out of the wing back, and he is not necessarily going to be someone who is the running back, but he'll come from the wing and bust out huge plays for them.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with him is Parker's able to get outside and get outside that containment. That's why he has those big pickups down the field.
And he has 7 touchdowns as well. And then also Brock Durf, a 6', 214-pound senior. He's their fullback. He has 5 touchdowns on the season, but one of the big things for him is that he leads the team in tackles with 89 and has 8 tackles for loss. Let's look at the keys to win, brought to you by the Lilliard Insurance Agency for Tippy Valley.
Yeah, the keys to win for Tippy Valley. They need to take care of the ball. Don't give up those big plays, and no drive-killing penalties.
Steve Moriarty, 56-27 in his 8th season at Tippy Valley. The key players for Bremen, Tyrus Graverson, 5'10", 200-pound senior. He plays 3 different positions, wide receiver, safety, and kicker. Last week versus Knox, 13 catches, 235 yards. Unbelievable.
Yeah, just a great job last week and did a heck of a job.
Silas Ladig, the one throwing him the football, 6'1", 215-pound senior quarterback, 3-year starter, 11 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Ladig heading to play baseball in college, but yet that's why he's that quarterback. He's got that great arm. Keys to win for the Lions tonight. They need to win those first downs, control the controllables, and win those big plays. Jordan Leapers in his 9th season, 59-43 record. An ex-Lion himself, Stephen Moriarty, an ex-Viking himself. So we got 2 coaches that are coaching on their alma mater here tonight in tonight's game. The last game of the regular season before we get to the first game of the playoffs next week. Both these teams have really good draws in the sectional draws as well. And great weather tonight. Our weather is sponsored by Turf Tenders. A balmy 61 degrees. Just a beautiful, beautiful night for football. Really enjoy these games when I'd come out here and play in this weather. And I can smell the green grass out there, the Lions here on Dong Bungie Field, and brings back the memories. Not too long ago, of course.
Of course, Bo, a long time ago now, it feels like, for you. But Mr. Bremen, good old number 21, and had a great career here as well. As you see, the couches are out. Everyone enjoying a beautiful evening on the final night of the regular season as we're going to see if we can get some commercials in, and we'll see whether or not they work or not. Let's see together. Here.
Plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's Tire Decision Guide made it easy to drill down to the right tires for me.
What?
Oh, I got a great deal. My tires shipped fast and free and arrived the next day. I even got 2 years of free road hazard protection.
Where?
You're darn right, wow. Next time your tires get long in the tooth, visit TireRack.com.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
In 1969, America celebrated men landing on the moon. Now the USA is trying to return, and Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is helping pave the way. IFT is providing paint, chemical conversion coatings, and non-destructive testing services for NASA's Space Launch System and Orion spacecraft, which will deliver astronauts to the moon and possibly Mars. Help make it happen by joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Just graduated high school and now wondering what's next? Ready to start making a difference? Now is your chance. The St. Joe County Police Department Correctional Officer's starting pay is $50,000. Working in the jail can teach you life skills that you can use as a correctional or police officer. Benefits include vacation, medical, dental, and vision. For more information, call Sergeant Kylie Williams at 574-245-6263 or apply at sjcpd.org.
For over 100 years, experience and inspiration have been the foundation of Big C Lumber. I'm Mark Young. Deciding on the perfect cabinetry for your home can be overwhelming. It's best to depend on our consultants with decades of experience at Big C Lumber. Your needs and wishes will be matched with our guidance in the creation of new spaces. We call this customer-inspired design, representing your personality, your style. Visit Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights. To pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA. This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
This edition of the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week brought to you by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community. The two teams are on the field, ready to go, and we take a look at the series history between Tippy Valley and Bremen. The 14th all-time meeting, Bremen leads 8-5. First meeting in 1993. The last meeting, Valley won 51-16 a year ago, but Steve Moore already knows Bremen much improved from a season ago, and maybe his team not quite as good as they were a season ago.
Yeah, that loss last year, they had 16 seniors that they lost for that Tippy Valley team, but Bremen's gotten a lot better over this season as well. And last year, playing a lot of young kids for the last few years. Gives us a chance to check on tonight's uniforms. They're brought to you by It's Tops in Mishawaka. Tippy Valley's wearing the white jerseys and the white pants with the green numbers. Bremen's wearing the green jersey, black pants, and white numbers. The Tippy Valley Athletic Department congratulates the football team, cheerleaders, and band on a great season so far, and thank our parents, staff, and fans for all their support. Search Tippy Valley Athletics on Facebook for the latest on our programs. Go Vikings, as Tippy Valley Athletics is the sponsor of our first quarter as we get ready to go in tonight's game.
Tippy Valley will have the ball to start this game. Let's take a look at our officials here tonight. Chris Kierski, Dave Emmenheiser, Dennis Maud, Keegan Heitzman, and Michael Sari are our officials here. Final night of the regular season, Tippy Valley and Bremen in our Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week as we get set for the tournament to begin next week, and it should be an exciting time for both of these squads as they get going. Tippy Valley in 3A, Bremen in Class 2A, but both of them want to continue the momentum here tonight with a victory here this evening. Bremen coming off that big win, as we talked about in the open over Knox last week, 46-38. Meanwhile, Tippy Valley had to hang on for a 22-21 win over Glenn, second straight win for the Vikings a week ago. Tyrus Graverson, we'll say his name an awful lot here tonight, will perform the opening kickoff. He is the team's leading receiver, had 13 catches last week. He is their safety. He is also their kickoff specialist, their field goal, their PAT guy. They didn't have him for 3 games this year. They're glad to have him back, and last week was the week where he finally started feeling like himself again, coming back from a knee injury suffered in the early part of the season. The ball is set. Graverson kicking it off, and we're underway at Don Bungie Field between Bremen and Tippy Valley in the final game of the regular season, and that is a touchback as Owen Amandi had a foot in the end zone, and Tippy Valley will start with the ball here.
Great kickoff for Bremen, and exactly what they were trying to do. Kick that ball in the end zone, not let Valley have anything on special teams. And here they'll start at the 20-yard line as we get ready to go here in the final week of the regular season.
Hunter Stage is the quarterback for Tippy Valley, but he'll do a whole lot of handing off. And in this case, game manager is not an insult because he's got to decide who's getting the ball on any particular play. You see Brandon Stiles next to him. And they'll give it to Stiles, and he goes the left side and tripped up and gains about 5 yards on the play.
Stiles had some big opening there to the left side of the line. Line had a really good push off the line to give him that big first down pickup.
Jack Wildauer got the tackle, and the Tippy Canoe offense, as you'll see a whole lot of Brock Durf. Wes Parker is the guy to watch, and our starting lineups brought to you by Niftone of Mentone. Big offensive line as well for the Vikings. They'll actually throw the ball. You don't see this very often. They'll put it up downfield, and this one is caught. What a grab there by Wes Parker. We talk about what he can do in terms of running the football, but instead there he gets the really toss-up play downfield, and it is catch number 4 on the season for Wes Parker, and a first down brought to you by the Mental Edge and Jason Thompson.
Yeah, just a great job of Parker going up to the highest point and grabbing that ball. He just did a fantastic job. The ball was thrown into double coverage, but he was able to go up, get it at the highest point, and come down with it for a big pickup for the Valley Vikings.
I was waiting because that could have easily came back an interception. It was going to go either way. Here is the counter to Parker on the rush, and he gains 6 yards on the play. And Tippy Valley now marching into Bremen territory here on this opening drive.
Valley really mixing it up in their offense, going from the run to the pass and to an end around, just really mixing up. And here's your Bremen's defense.
Tyrus Graverson leading the way at safety along with Jack Wildauer. Luke Kincaid, we'll hear from him as the quarterback. He is our student athlete of the week, and the big defensive line as well for the Lions. Logan Fredrickson, Sawyer Burks, Luis Garcia, and Noah Wilder, and the linebackers Austin Young, Will Stiles, and Grant Beery. They're going to throw again, Tippy Valley, and on the move. And the throw this time is incomplete. Stiles unable to handle the pass by Hunter Stage.
Big thank you to Wood and Peel for feeding our crew tonight. They were named the 2024 Pizza Marketplace Top 100 Movers and Shakers. The Wood and Peel was also previously named the best pizza in Northern Indiana. Visit the Wood and Peel on Plymouth Street in Bremen. A big shout out to them for feeding our crew tonight.
Delicious pizza. Bo knows it well, being the Bremen boy. I texted him, Bo, where are we getting food? And he said, got to go down to Wood and Peel, and didn't disappoint. Here's the handoff, and Bremen immediately with the stuff. Not much there by Brock Surf, I believe. Brock Durf, excuse me. So bring up 4th down and 4 here now for Tippy Valley. What do you do here, Bo?
Looks like they're running in a play. They're going to try something. I think they try to keep it to the outside. Keep some option plays. Don't just go right up the middle. I know you love Brock Durf, the big fullback, to make some blocks for you as well, but look for him to get the ball outside a little bit.
4th and 4. They'll pitch it right side, and they're going to be stopped, and Bremen's going to take over on downs. 9:09 to play here in the first quarter, and Bremen taking over. No score. Great stop there by Bremen after Tippy Valley threw some surprises at him, and then Bremen able to hold serve defensively.
Yeah, great job of coming up, containing the outside on that Lions defense, and really did a good job of stopping the Vikings and setting up first down, and good field position for the Lions here on their first drive.
Silas Ladig, the quarterback, leading the charge out for this veteran Bremen team. He's got Carson Anderson as his running back. Graverson, the man in motion. Anderson gets the handoff, and he loses the ball, and it's recovered by Tippy Valley. And a turnover there by the Lions on their first offensive play, and it's Hudson Shepard picking it up for the turnover, and Tippy Valley gets it right back.
Yeah, it just came right through the line there. Young had a defender get a hand on that ball, knocked it out, and it was almost like he threw it out because the way the ball came out, but they knocked it out right into the Valley defender, and here Valley to see if they can take advantage of the first turnover of the game.
Our scoreboard not working, so we will get you updated until we have it. Well, and as I say that, we get it back. 9 minutes, as you can see on the Tire Rack scoreboard. Tippy Valley and Bremen scoreless here in the first quarter after that handoff, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 3, as sometimes in this offense, it doesn't look like you're getting much on a carry, and then all of a sudden you look at the chains and they pick up 7 yards.
Yeah, Wes Parker did a great job getting the outside, following the blocks. Similar to the play they ran on 4th down, but they weren't able to get the blocks like they did on this one.
Hunter Stage under center. Will keep it himself, and he's sacked in the backfield. That was Derek Miller with the sack for the Bremen Lions, a 5'9", 195-pound sophomore stepping up for Bremen.
Niftone of Mentone is proud of our Tippy Valley Vikings. Their metal roofing and siding products are durable and American-made. Customer service is a top priority. Niftone will even help you measure your project for free. Family-owned for more than 50 years, that's Niftone of Mentone.
So that brings up a 3rd and 7 now for Tippy Valley. Stage will look to throw, and his pass is incomplete, dropped. Intended target was Colton Crabb, our Student Athlete of the Week, presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets, a top 10 student. We'll hear from him at halftime, and it brings up a 4th and 7. Maybe not quite 4th and 7. 4th and
about
6.
About 6.
Yeah. And here's the thing, Bo. Tippy Valley's done a lot of passing here early on. Almost makes me wonder if they're trying to establish the pass and get that going heading into playoffs.
Yeah, I think that might be one aspect. Or another thing is they try to work on it in games like this situation. They have 2 opponents that are very equal, and you can work on things like that.
Stage has time on the rollout, throws the ball right side. It's incomplete. They say Amandi was out of bounds, and it is a turnover on downs, and Bremen will take over. So the Lions defense doing another good job, and they'll take over with 7:28 to play here in the first quarter.
Bremen Athletics would like to congratulate all of our fall sports teams and has an outstanding season. Thank you to the coaches, athletes, and parents for all the countless hours you have invested. We appreciate you, the Bremen Athletic Department.
So after The first drive went just one play and was a fumble for Bremen. Let's see if they can get things together here on drive number 2. They'll fake the handoff one way. They'll come back around, and it's Tyrus Graverson, and he's got the first down, brought to you by the Mental Edge and Jason Thompson across midfield for the big gain. So we talk about him being a receiver, a safety, kicker. There he is. He can run the ball as well on the end around.
Yeah, just a great job of really setting that up. And Graverson getting to the outside, picking up the huge first down, getting into Lion territory, and see if they can keep moving the chain and getting that first down, sponsored by the Mental Edge and Jason Thompson.
And you see the Bremen offense brought to you by Bremen Athletics. Silas Ladig, the quarterback, Carson Anderson, the running back, Tyrus Graverson, and Luke Kincaid, the wide receivers. And it is Anderson this time, and he'll run about 2 yards. And it will remain Bremen football. Bring up a 2nd and 8. The ball come loose?
Almost looked like the ball was on the ground again.
Tippy Canoe Valley defense, you see, we couldn't get it to you the first drive because there was only one play. Brought to you by Niftone of Mentone, and be on the lookout for those linebackers, Brock Durf and Grady Moriarty. Fantastic linebackers leading the way for the Vikings. 2nd and 8 now for Ladig. Back to pass, throws it, finds his man, Luke Kincaid for the first down, brought to you by the Mental Edge and Jason Thompson. They're into the 30-yard line, down to the 28.
Great job of Ladig putting that ball right on the numbers to Kincaid, exactly where he needed to pick up the big first down, extend this drive, move the chains, exactly what Bremen needed after their 2 big defensive stops and their turnover on their first drive.
6:25 remaining here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Lions from the Tippy Valley 28. Ladig in shotgun. Has time, throws it, end zone. Touchdown, Tyrus Graverson.
Wow, what a great job of Ladig putting that ball up on the back shoulder of Graverson. Graverson able, here you can see the instant replay, sponsored by the Mental Edge and Jason Thomas. Ladig, perfect job just laying it out on the outside shoulder, and Graverson, great job of understanding, bringing that ball in, cradling it in, nice and easy, and securing it for the touchdown.
That was a beautiful pass and a beautiful catch. I almost thought he was overthrowing him, but Graverson showing the speed, and now Graverson on for the point after attempt to try to make it a 7-0 game for the Lions. The kick is up. It is good. Bremen strikes first with a touchdown. Ladig to Graverson. 6:11 to play, first quarter. Back after this on the Sports Michiana Game of the Week.
Your garage door keeps your home, family, and valuables safe and secure. Make sure it always looks good and works well. Precision Garage Door is your one-stop shop for design, installation, and repairs. Count on us to help you choose the right materials, style, and color for your new door. And when you need repairs, we're ready. Our friendly, trained technicians work around your schedule and are available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Call your local Precision Garage Door today.
Brought to you by Imagineering Finishing Technologies, IFT, where quality is a way of life. And a way of life for Bremen is Silas Ladig connecting with that man, Tyrus Graverson, for touchdowns. They've done it now for the 5th time this season, and Bremen is out to the 7-0 lead.
5th time, but again, Graverson out for 3 of those games this season.
And really, and then it took a few games for him to feel healthy again, and he said last week was the first time he was feeling up to speed, got 13 catches in the win over Knox. And here he is back with the kickoff, and good coverage here by Bremen as they stop Tippy Valley, and Owen Amandi inside the 20, and Tippy will have to start inside their own 20-yard line as we took a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge and Jason Thompson. A good swarm there by the Bremen Lions.
Jason Thompson and the Mental Edge equip local teams and athletes with the skills they need to overcome mental roadblocks, compete with confidence, and reach their potential. Learn more by going to thementaledge.co.
Well, 1st and 10 for Tippy Valley. Hunter Stage will take it himself. get to about the 22 and get 2 or 3 yards on that carry. Under 6 minutes to play here now in the first quarter. Bremen out to the 7-0 lead. Big drive here, Bo, for Tippy Valley. They've gotten yardage and then have stalled in Bremen territory on their first 2 possessions. Here's Parker on the counter. Gets it to about the 26. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for Tippy Valley.
Yeah, they like to really try to mix it up as in with the counter plays and try to get you to going one way and counter back the other way in a lot of their plays, and they're trying to catch you in a certain stunt or a certain angle that you're coming in, and really their plays, they pick up a few yards here, and there, but they're looking for that big play as well.
So 3rd and 4 here for Tippy Valley. A lot of motion on the Bremen defense. They'll give it off to Parker, and this one, Bremen snuffed it out. They were trying to surprise him, but they didn't that time on the jet sweep.
Yeah, Parker's run that. Tippy's run that play to Parker about 4 or 5 times now already here in the first quarter. And as they come out to bring on the punting team, Valley's punts tonight are sponsored by Creighton Brothers.
Thank Creighton Brothers in Kosciuszko County, sponsoring the punts and kicks for Tippy Valley. Their first of the evening after having 2 fourth down conversions not connect. This one a decent punt, but doesn't get a good roll at all. In fact, it goes backwards, and it's marked down at the 42. So Bremen got the advantage in terms of the roll, and they'll have decent field position coming out after that scoring drive, Ladig to Graverson on that beautiful ball downfield on the last possession.
Hey, you want to help your team look great? It's Tops can help. They are the official outfitter for a number of local schools and even Sports Michiana. And they can do a lot more than just clothes. Learn more at itstops.net.
4:04 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Bremen. Anderson on the rush, breaks some tackles. Gets it up to about the 47-yard line, a gain of 5 yards on the play, and Carson Anderson doing a nice job establishing himself here as you take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge. Tough start to the game for Anderson with that fumble, but carries like that will get things going for him. Anderson, also a member of the track team, the leading rusher on this Bremen squad, averages more than 100 yards per game, 802 yards to be exact on the season, had 92 yards rushing versus Knox a week ago. Ladig takes the snap, fakes the screen pass, then throws it to the right side to Austin Young, and a little confusion there. Young wasn't ready for it, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Eggs from Creighton Brothers in Kosciuszko County have been delighting families for a long time. In fact, next year marks their 100-year anniversary. They're a family farm. Ensure the eggs you eat come from healthy, well-cared-for flocks. Creighton Brothers, open a carton, taste the quality. Go Vikings!
3:18 to play here in the first quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Lions, just in front of midfield at the 48. Ladig takes the snap, fakes the screen, goes back, and this one is caught by Young, and he is shy of the first down after a number of bobbles. Impressive way that he was able to haul it in. Let's take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
That's what we call the tip drill, but tip it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there we caught it. Pulled it in after the 6th tip there. Good job. Hey, great hands by Austin, really keeping that eye-hand coordination going, and it still gives Bremen a chance because he did pick up a yard or 2 there. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and line up for the punt though here. Play that field position since they're up 7-0.
But it is Graverson that is the punter, so you never know exactly.
Take that.
Here is the punt, and it is a good one, and it's going to come down to the 11-yard line. So Tyrus Graverson with a...
Like that was Jack Wildauer, actually, that made that punt.
Was Graverson also on the field? So Graverson out there as well. They were both out there. Okay.
Yep.
We'll have to keep an eye on that. That was Will Dower. He is the punter, number 8. Graverson is the kicker. 8 and 9 throws you off. Bo sniffed that out.
Well, it's really hard to see up here. Bremen put in the new lights, and it's great when you're on the field because it actually shines down on the field. But when you're looking at a distance, it's a little bit harder to see.
Bremen defensive line coming to play tonight. They get the stuff on the carry, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and long here after a no gain at best for Tippecanoe Valley.
Coming up at halftime will be our Student Athletes of the Week, presented by Tony Letcher. Tony is a lifelong resident of Michiana and a licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you need insurance, Tony is your guy. Google Tony Letcher Health Markets to connect.
1:45 to play here in the first quarter. Tippy Valley and Bremen. Lions leading 7-0. Valley trying to get the offense going. They'll look to throw a screen pass. And this one, Wes Parker made the catch, and he's knocked out of bounds after a short gain on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd and long here for Tippy Valley.
I think the biggest thing so far here in the first quarter that really stands out is this Bremen defense. I think it's very underrated. I think they really get after it, and especially the D-line. D-line stops the push up front and allows the linebackers to get free and come up and make plays.
So 3rd and 9 coming up for Tippy Valley. I formation, not for long, for the Vikings. They'll give it to Parker, and he won't get anywhere close to enough for the first down, and they'll have to send the punting unit back out, and it'll be a punt coming up, brought to you by Creighton Brothers.
Craig Welding and Manufacturing is your one-stop metal fabrication shop. Established in Mentone in 1959, Craig Welding and Manufacturing cheers on the Vikings. Learn more on how you can join the team at craigwelding.com.
Reminder, this first quarter brought to you by Tippecanoe Valley Athletics. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter, and a nice punt here by the Vikings. And good coverage as well. Nice fight here by Bremen. They'll get the opportunity to start at midfield coming up here after a punt there by Gage Overbay, the 6'1", 226-pound junior.
Graverson on the short return there. Again, Bremen trying to play a little bit of that field position and able to get really good field position here to start their 3rd drive of the first half.
Well, again, you see what Graverson is capable of. It looked like he was going to be stopped around the 46, and even in that attempt, he drags the defender 4 yards pretty much to midfield. So Bremen taking over, up 7-0, 44 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Ladig in shotgun. Looking to pass. Scrambles out, throws it, and completes the pass for the first down as it goes to Noah Wildauer. Wildauer, and that is an impressive catch for Wildauer as you see the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge, because he is playing with a broken wrist, Bo, and yet he's able to make a catch downfield.
Yeah, Wildauer did a great job of really securing that ball, picking up the first down. I really like the way Ladig looked the opposite field off and then threw backside. Just did a great job, and looks like this will probably be our last play of the first quarter.
Technically, they don't have to run a play. We'll see if they do. They will. Anderson will take the handoff. He'll run right side. He'll get about 3 yards, and 1 quarter in the books at Dom Bungie Field. Bremen leads Tippy Valley 7-0. Back after this on the Sports Michiana Game of the Week.
You choose the right materials, style, and color for your new door. And when you need repairs, we're ready. Our friendly trained technicians work around your schedule and are available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Call your local Precision Garage Door today.
Garage doors done right.
I joined Notre Dame Federal Credit Union a long time ago.
1978.
I've been a member over 15 years.
I've worked with Notre Dame my whole banking life.
44 years.
I have my checking account there, I have my savings account there.
Really value the
community-based banking system.
My credit card with Notre Dame, I have my car insurance with Notre Dame.
I can't say enough good things, really.
I have my auto loans with Notre
My
Dame.
whole life is at Notre Dame
I
Credit
will
Union.
remain with them until the day I die.
It's one unique, one special vibe.
This portion of the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week is brought to you by TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Let's go down to the field for a Patrick sideline report. Here's Patrick Driscoll. What are your thoughts on that first quarter?
Yeah, guys, simply it's been all Tyrus Graverson. Now, earlier this week, Coach Leeper explained that players like him just make his job easier, and you could clearly see it. He made the huge stop on 4th down. What does he do the next drive? He scores a touchdown. Not only that, he finishes it with the PAT. And for the longtime Bremen viewers, I think that reminds of someone calling this game right now in the booth.
I don't know. Did you kick the ball?
And punt.
Oh, wow. You did a little bit of everything.
Yeah, just a little bit.
They actually presented Bo with a lot of memorabilia before the game. I heard it was hiding in a closet, so they decided they wanted to clean it out and get it to you.
They had to get all the dust off of it. Yeah, it was special for them. They handed me my Hall of Fame plaque that they had posted down there in the Hall of Fame that they have in what we call the Wall of Fame down in Bremen.
Here's Carson Anderson to start the second quarter. Gets 1 or 2 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down now for Bremen as we're underway here in the second quarter.
With a name like Lion Property Group, there's no doubt they're pulling for Bremen. Lion Property Group specializes in commercial and residential real estate with focuses in construction, sales, leasing, project management, and property management. Learn more at lionpropertygroup.org.
Tippy Valley defense trying to come up with a big stop here on 3rd and 8 as Bremen has it at the Tippy 34-yard line. Leidig fakes the screen, throws it over the middle in traffic, and coming down with the catch is Noah Wildauer, and that's his second catch of the day. Take a look at the replay brought to you by The Mental Edge. And, man, Wildauer, broken wrist and all, taking the shot and making the catch.
Those are a great job of going up for that ball, understanding that you're going to have contact. You know you're catching the middle field, but hey, tight ends got to get used to that, and Wildauer did a great job of securing that football, even with that broken wrist.
Leidig in shotgun here, 1st and 10. They'll toss it off to Anderson, and Anderson is brought down rather quickly here by the Lions, or by the Vikings, excuse me. And it'll bring up a 2nd and long. Give the credit to Tyron Kaiser, a freshman linebacker on the stop. So Tippy Valley working in some younger guys into the lineup here tonight as well. 2nd and 12 coming up for Bremen. They're on the far hash, and then just Graverson, or Kincaid, excuse me, on the right side of the open field. Leidig, after a couple fakes, finds his man downfield, connects, and it's a 1st down for Bremen. As making the catch was Logan Moser. Moser's has not caught many balls this year, just his 2nd of the season, but that one on 1st down brought to you by the Mental Edge.
Yeah, it was a great job of really seeing. I really like the play call on that. I really like the way it's set up. A couple fakes, look one way, hit downfield. Great pickup for Mosier and the Lions.
So 1st and goal here for Bremen, up 7-0. Ball at the 6-yard line. They'll come out in an I formation. They'll fake the handoff. Leidig has time. Throws end zone. And is it intercepted? Is it caught for a touchdown? What are they going to rule on the field? Interception, Tippy Valley football.
There is a flag on the field, though. They're like, hold up. Where it's situated, though, normally that's a hold on the offensive line, but we will see.
If it stands up, it will be an interception for Jamison Phillips. the 5'11", 177-pound junior. It is a holding penalty against Bremen. That will be declined, and Tippy Valley will take over. Bo, let's take a look at this replay.
Yeah, really getting right there. Back there was the holding call, but you can see great job of undercutting that route. Honestly, that's – oh, man, those are the tough ones. Those are the ones that there's possession by both players. That's a touchdown to me.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I'm looking at there is that Phillips had the ball first. It's in the end zone. Does he establish
but
himself?
He doesn't establish possession. He might have touched it first, but when they both collided on it and come down with it, it's tough to see who actually had possession of that ball.
Of course, the officials don't have the benefit of replay here in high school as the pitch back and sliding to the ground on the slip is Tippy Valley. Field not in the best of conditions, as you can imagine in Week 9. The coaching staff doing their best to keep it going, but when you don't have much rain, there's only so much you can do. You can see a lot of dirt patches. The coaches were joking that you're going to see a lot of dust like we're out here in the farmland.
I think we've seen a few other fields where the whole middle of the field is dirt in the past. This ain't too bad, but it is getting a little moisture out there on the ground, so you got to watch where you're cutting. You can't cut on that inside foot. You got to cut on the outside foot to get traction.
2nd and 14, and Tippy Valley getting nothing on that rush again. As Grady Moriarty in at running back, and he's not able to get much. He's actually has the most carries of any Tippy Valley player so far this season, but it's technically the backup running back, the son of the head coach.
Freezing temperatures, sleet, snow, and ice will be here soon enough. Are your tires ready to tackle winter's worst? Well, the experts at TireRack.com can get your vehicle ready for prime time. They will sell tires to dominate the winter. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
So a 3rd and 13 for a team that's not used to throwing the ball that much. Let's see what Hunter Stage can do. He will look to throw, throws it over the middle, and it's complete for the first down as he finds Tyron Kaiser, who got the job done on one end of the field defensively, and now the freshman comes up with a big catch for the first down downfield. How about that?
Great job of keeping the drive alive for the Valley Vikings. It's a big first down here in the first half for the Vikings.
That first down brought to you by The Mental Edge and Jason Thompson. Huge conversion for Hunter Stage, a 5'11", 164-pound sophomore. Entered the game just 36 attempts throwing the football this year after becoming the full-time quarterback around week 4 or 5, had been trading back and forth with Jamison Phillips, and then took over the job around the Knox game, and now a flag coming up after that rush, and we'll see what that one's all about.
Yeah, it was right in the middle of the line there. Usually that's a hold or a chop block call on the offense, and we'll see there, chop block, rep, moving on back.
So Tippy Valley will, after getting that big first down conversion, will now have to play 1st and long coming up here after the chop block.
The scoring for Tippy Valley is sponsored by Warsaw Engineering and Fabrication. They're an industrial leader in metal fabrication and equipment solutions. No job is too big, too small, tough, or dirty for the team at WeFab. Learn more at warsaweng.com and go Vikings.
WeFab would love to get some scoring so they can get a couple more mentions as the scoring sponsor for Tippy Valley. Thank you to offensive coordinator Carl Weaver. Put control in his own hands as the sponsor for Warsaw Engineering and Fabrication. 1st and 20 now for Tippy Valley after the penalty. Midway through the second quarter. Valley looking to pass, has a man downfield, but the throw had a little too much air on it. Flag coming out. Graverson had a good opportunity for the interception, but he's taken down by the head by Wes Parker, and that's going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty coming up. But Parker, I don't think he was trying to hurt him. I think he was just trying to prevent the interception from happening, because if you look at this, it was a pretty good opportunity for an INT for Graverson, and Parker was just trying to prevent it.
Yeah, I really like the defense that Bremen set up there. They did the pump and go, Valley did, and what they had was Gravison over the top. So it looked like Parker was right open down the field, so they threw him the ball. But lo and behold, Gravison was actually sitting there waiting for the football. Be a big penalty here, moving back after the chop block, another 15 yards from that spot as well.
They actually declined the penalty. Because of the fact that it was 1st and 20, they're going to say, I don't know if you can make up 20 yards in 2 plays. So 2nd and 20 now coming up. That would have been 1st and 35. That feels like that might have been really tough to make up. Here's the play for Valley. Stage will look to throw, has pressure, dumps it off to Parker, makes the catch, makes up some ground, gets about 7-8 yards on the play, and it's a little bit of a manageable 3rd and, well, they're going to say he was out a lot farther up than I thought, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and like 14. Yeah, I'm not sure on that spot.
Yeah, we saw a mental edge replay. Looked like it was a little bit farther than that, but we'll take their word for it. Make it a 3rd and 14 here for the Vikings. 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Beautiful night.
Can't ask for anything better. Week 9 last year was a driving rainstorm at Elkhart for us. I was in a tent. Here's the throw over the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by Silas Ladig. So the quarterback gets an INT as a defensive back and gives Bremen the ball back as you take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
Yeah, Bremen just sitting back in coverage. You can see 3 guys are still over the top. Threw it right into Ladig's hand. Overthrew a receiver. Ladig was sitting right there, and great field position here for the Lions, and we'll see what Ladig can do on offense now.
1st and 10 for Bremen, and they'll start at Tippy Valley's 29-yard line. So I think declining the penalty worked out rather well for Jordan Leeper and company.
Definitely did. Hey, celebrating 20 years of serving Northern Indiana, Turf Tenders as Bremen provides high-quality, cost-efficient lawn care. They pride themselves on honesty and straightforward service for their customers. Do your lawn a favor and visit turftendersinc.com and go Lions.
Here's the handoff to Anderson. Finds some space. Cutting and weaving. 29 yards for the Lions touchdown. Carson Anderson. 29-yard score. Take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge. Outstanding footwork. Cutting all the way through and getting in for the touchdown.
Great job of getting upfield, understanding where your blockers are, and feeding off them. Just a couple little cuts here and there, and you can see his speed that he has. Great job by the Lions putting up their second score and Graverson on to make it 14-0.
Here's the weirdest stat of the night. Bremen scored their first touchdown, 6:11 to play in the first quarter. Touchdown number 2, 6:11 to play in the second quarter. Look out in the third quarter. I would call a timeout with 6:12 to play if I'm Tippy Valley and get things organized. A little bit of a delay here before the extra point attempt. As Graverson looks to make it 14-0. Ladig is the holder. Snap is good. Hold is good. Extra point is good. 14-0 Bremen. 6:11 to play. Back after this on the Sports Michiana Game of the Week.
I joined Notre Dame Federal Credit Union a long time ago.
1978.
I've been a member over 15 years.
I've worked with Notre Dame my whole banking life.
44 years.
I have my checking account there, I have my savings account there.
Really value the
Community-based banking system.
My credit card with Notre Dame, I have my car insurance with Notre
I
Dame.
can't say enough good things, really.
I have my auto loans with
My
Notre Dame.
whole life is at Notre Dame
I
Credit
will
Union.
remain with them until the day I die.
It's one unique, one special vibe.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is brought to you by Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless. Well, we are Pleased to partner with WSBT this season, and this will be our final broadcast on WSBT Facebook, YouTube, and WSBT.com for postseason football. We'll be back during basketball season, but the reason being is because starting next week for the playoffs, everything exclusively on IHSAATV.org. So you can download the IHSAA app, IHSAATV app, I should say, or go to IHSAATV.org for the rest of the postseason to watch all of the games. So we won't be on Facebook or YouTube, on our Facebook or YouTube either, coming up in the postseason. Let's go down to Patrick Driscoll for a Patrick sideline report.
Yeah, guys, I think the really important thing from this was how Bremen responded off of Gravis' injury. You saw he was out for a couple plays, but he's on the sidelines, all smiles. But that INT and that run right off the rip was a huge momentum shift for the Lions right there.
All right, Patrick, thank you very much. Obviously, they'll keep an eye on Tyrus Graverson, but he is back on the field. But I'm sure as he's coming back from that knee injury, they want to double check and make sure. And they also got to give him a couple plays off as well. He can't play every single play if they want to make a playoff run, as the rush here, couple yard carry there by Brandon Stiles for Tippy Valley.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is a longtime supporter of high school athletics. They're also helping NASA send astronauts back to the moon. You want to help? Learn more on joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
2nd and 7 from the 30-yard line coming up here for Tippy Valley. Stage will throw the ball again. Downfield. This one's tipped up in the air, incomplete. Good coverage there by Tyrus Graverson and company. Actually, that would have been Wildauer with the good coverage downfield. Jack Wildauer, as you take a look at the replay.
Yeah, it looked like Jack Wildauer was able to get his hand up.
Yep.
Wow, that was a great job because Parker had a step on him. Great job of undercutting that, getting his hand up, knocking that down. That could have easily been 7 points for Valley.
So Jack Wildauer with the tip. It tipped again, and then it went incomplete. A 6-foot, 160-pound junior leads the team in interceptions with 3 and does an excellent job there back at safety. And a great compliment to Tyrus Graverson, and he'll be the leader of that secondary next year. Stage back to pass on 3rd and 7. Ball tipped, incomplete. Stiles couldn't hang on to it. And it looks like we're going to get another punt here for Tippy Valley, brought to you by the Creighton brothers.
Family owned for more than 50 years, Niff Tone of Mentone is the best place to get all your metal roofing and siding needs. From residential to commercial, agricultural to horse stalls, Niff Tone has everything you need to get the project done right. Go Vikings from Niff Tone in Mentone.
That's one of the best names for a company based on where your location is. That's a good one. Here's the punt by Overbay. Fielded. Returned by Graverson. And he'll bring it up across the 41-yard line. We'll sneak in a quick 30-second timeout. Back after this on Sports Michiana.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is brought to you by Patrick, empowering outdoor enthusiasts since 1959. Bremen takes over 1st and 10 at their own 41. 4:55 to play here in the second quarter. Lions up 14-0 on Tippy Valley. Leidig back to pass, has a lot of time. No one open. Oh, yes, he does. It's Tyrus Graverson making something happen. He's got a first down into Bremen territory, and the Lions looking like they're in business again.
What I really liked about that play, here you can see on the mental edge replay, look at the time that Leidig has to pass this ball. I mean, he's still rolling out. He had a couple guys open underneath, but he was trying to hit the deep one, and they were covered over the top. So Graverson was able to come across the middle then late and get open for Silas Leidig to hit him.
Let's give some love to that offensive line. Logan Fredrickson, Derek Miller, Brady Weldy, Luis Garcia, and Sawyer Burks, who are able to give Leidig that time. Here's Carson Anderson after the big touchdown in the last possession. Kicks it out to the outside. He's got the first down and more. So Carson Anderson fumbled the ball in the opening play of the game for Bremen. Has bounced back. His last 2 runs have been big ones, including this one.
Yeah, great job of really getting outside, understanding that he needs to get out there to get pickups, pick up the big yards, and he did.
4:09 to play here in the second quarter, and this second quarter brought to you by the Lion Property Group. Anderson going to run the ball right side, and he's got it across the 25 to the 24. One of the major differences, Bo, between these two teams, Tippy Valley, you got to pay attention every play. You don't know who's getting the ball. They can run 5-6 different guys. For the most part for Bremen, if they're running the ball, it's Carson Anderson. No one outside of him has rushed the ball for more than 100 yards this season.
Yeah, the thing is they're 50-50 run pass, though. So that's the biggest thing is you can't just set up for the run and set up for Anderson because Leidig has so many weapons downfield with Wildauer and Kincaid and Graverson, and you can throw some other guys in there as well.
Here is Anderson up the middle. Gets it across the 20, down to the 19. That should be enough, it appears, for the first down. They have not moved the chains just yet. Yep, it is a first down here for Bremen, down to the 19-yard line. So an emphatic first half here for the Lions, up 14-0, and looking to add to it. 2:50 remaining here in the quarter. They're going to take their time, eat the clock away here a little bit as well to limit how much time Tippy Valley would have when they get the ball back. Leidig back to pass. And a whistle on the field and a false start called against Bremen.
Locally owned and Central Automotive in downtown South Bend is your answer for oil changes, brakes, air conditioning repair, general maintenance, and more. Check them out at Lafayette and Colfax. Central Automotive, we're here for all your automotive needs.
2:38 remaining here in the second quarter. After this play, we'll tell you a little bit about how good Tippy Valley is when they score 10 points or more in a game, which right now they are not anywhere near that, having not yet scored here tonight. Bremen looking to add to their scoring meanwhile. Here's Leidig throwing to the end zone. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So, double digits or bust have been something that has worked out really well for Tippy Valley. If they score 10 points since 2018, Tippy Valley is 54-6 when just getting to double digits in points.
Yeah, it just shows the type of defense that they've been able to secure under Moriarty over the years and really develop the team around that defense. Tonight, Bremen's just had their number offense and defensively.
Leidig on 2nd and 15. And that ball is incomplete. They're going to say it hit the ground before he made the catch. So that's back-to-back plays that were nearly intercepted, but it wasn't. And we'll take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
Yeah, they're trying to set the screen up, but you can see big offense or defensive lineman for Valley was guarding the receiver right there for the screen, and so he had no place to go. So he just kind of threw it away, but unfortunately he threw it right near a defender, and the defender almost picked it off.
So 3rd and 15 here from the 23. Graverson is 1 of 3 on field goal attempts so far this year. Here's Ladig. Going to throw the ball, and he completes the pass to Graverson. Not enough for the first down. We'll see what they decide to do here on 4th down.
I think this might be territory where Bremen goes ahead, decides to go for it. They're going to let that clock probably run down, maybe call a timeout, run it all the way down so they know they still have time to score with the amount of time that would be left.
4th and 5, ball on the 13, 1:30 to play here in the second quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock. Let's see if Ladig snaps this ball or Bremen calls a timeout. Bremen calls a timeout. It's brought to you by the Lion Property Group. We're back with the final 1:20 of the second quarter right after this on Sports Michiana.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
Are you tired of auto service from big box stores and new car dealers? 45 years ago, my parents, Bud and Diane, founded Zolman's with a strong commitment to the community. Today, Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care is still family owned and operated with over 150 employees and families. And we offer a price match guarantee on any tires from any local dealer, while providing complete auto service on all makes and all models. Serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
After the timeout, Bremen has decided they're going to attempt a field goal, so a 30-yard field goal attempt coming here for Tyrus Graverson. 1 for 3 on field goal attempts so far this year. Snap, hold is good, the kick is up, and it is good. Tyrus Graverson, 30-yard field goal, and Tippy Valley takes a 17-0 lead, or excuse me, Bremen takes a 17-0 lead on Tippy Valley with 1:14 to play here in the first half.
Great job putting points on the board for the Lions tonight, especially here in the first half. Great field position for the Lions all night, and it's really been set up by their defense. Their defense has done a great job of really stopping Valley. Valley had a little momentum going that last drive, had a Parker open downfield, but a great play by Will Dower on the defensive end. Stopped that from happening on the big play, but see if Valley can make a big push here with a 1:14 and a couple timeouts remaining.
Yeah, it's tough with their offense to be able to get something going, I think, in 1:14, and I think they've made an emphasis to try to get the passing game going, because this is not what we've seen from them for the most part this year. It sounds like this has been something like, we're going to need this during the postseason, so let's work on it in Week 9. And we talked about there's nothing necessarily on the line. You want momentum here going into the playoffs. You also want to work on some things and figure out some things that maybe you can do and maybe some things that you can't do starting next week. And there's a touchback off the kickoff, and Tippy Valley will get no advantage on the kickoff and will start 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Topping Dental Group provides optimal dental care to the Michiana community and welcomes new patients to all 3 locations in Middlebury, Napanee, and Elkhart. Topping Dental now offers aesthetic services in Elkhart. Learn more at drtopping.com.
Maybe one of the big things that Tippy Valley cannot afford to have is having a turnover here. You don't want to give Bremen an opportunity to get even more points before the end of the half. Hunter Stage will look to throw, rolls out right side, throws it downfield and into the sideline and out of bounds, brings up a 2nd down with 1:08 to play.
A big thank you to the Lilliard Insurance Agency for all their work in helping Sports Michiana get all its insurance needs. Real people, real service, real value. That's their slogan, but Matt Lilliard and his team also live it every day. Visit realvalueins.com to get the personal touch you deserve.
Matt's working around the clock. He's broadcasting tonight. He sent me an email at 6:30 to check in on something for me. So he's always working around the clock, and that's what you get from local people doing your insurance. It's great to have. Here's the pass downfield. They'll complete this one, and upfield, and still going. Well, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Wes Parker on the reception, and let's see where they ultimately say he went out.
Looks like they're putting about the 33, 34-yard line. There'll be a first down for the Vikings. Oh, penalty. Looks like the penalty was low to the head on the Lions, so that's on an increase.
I'm not really sure what happened there. They got everyone back.
So I think it's a 15-yard from the spot of the foul, or they take it.
He made the catch, so the catch has got to count, and then they got to give the 15 yards, no?
Well, it was on the quarterback back there, though.
Right, but they got to, and they're moving it up to the 35. Okay.
Roughing the quarterback.
It'll be first and 10. Exactly 1 minute to play here.
Hey, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union is the financial institute of choice for Sports Michiana, plus hundreds of churches and schools. Link your Elevate credit or debit card, and your nonprofit earns 1% cash back. Go to NotreDameFCU.com/elevate to learn more.
Stage going to throw this one away after nearly getting decapitated. Did a good job avoiding the sack. Bremen was all over him, ready to get on, and Stage was able to avoid it at the last second and throw the ball away. 17-0, Bremen leading here. 53 seconds remaining in the half. Patrick Driscoll will chat with Bremen coach Jordan Leeper at the half. See what Steve Moriarty dials up. Bad snap. Stage picks it up and rushes and gets a decent carry up to about the 44-yard line, close to the first down. And a timeout on the field, brought to you by Craig Welding and Manufacturing, the first for Tippy Valley here tonight. We'll take a timeout as well. Be back with the final 42 seconds of the first half on Sports Michiana.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners. So you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
This edition of the Sports Michiana High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned. And a shout out to our friends at Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, always doing a great job with our plaques. You'll hear our Student Athlete of the Week brought to you by Tony Letcher with Health Markets coming up at the half. Crown Trophy doing all those plaques for us. And Hunter Stage going to get a nice run into Bremen territory with 33 seconds left, gets out of bounds, and the ball now at the Bremen 45.
Great job here. You can see on the mental edge instant replay of getting outside the containment of the Lions, picking up some big yardage, getting closer to that field goal range. Got a good kicker and special teams for this Valley team.
Valley's got 2 timeouts remaining with those 33 seconds. Let's see what they can do here. Can they get up points on the board before the end of the first half? Craig Welding and Manufacturing hoping maybe they get to use one of those timeouts. Back to pass. They'll go screen pass, completed, to Owen Amandi, but it is...
Looks like he dropped it.
Oh, he actually dropped it,
right to him. Yeah.
Which actually might be a good thing.
Yeah.
because I'm not sure he was going to get much yardage had he caught the ball. And instead, it's 2nd down and 10. They don't have to waste the timeout.
Yeah, they're spotting the ball on this side, but it was an incomplete pass, so they got to go back to the other side of the hash.
2nd and 10 now coming up here for Tippy Valley. Ball spotted now on the right hash, as Bo mentioned. See what Stage does. He'll throw it. This one is complete to Amandi, down to about the 33-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. And only wasted about 7 seconds off the clock, so 21.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Bremen has it at the 32. Or Tippy Valley, has it at the Bremen 32.
Since 1959, Patrick Industries in Elkhart has empowered outdoor enthusiasts to achieve next-level recreational experiences. Patrick is a proud supporter of our local teams and athletes. Empower excellence on and off the field. That's Patrick Industries.
1st and 10 here for Tippy Valley. They're fighting the clock more than anything. 20 seconds left. Stage going to throw this one up, and it is intercepted. Guess who? Tyrus Graverson with the INT for Bremen, his 3rd of the season, and the Lions will take over with 10 seconds remaining in the first half, up 17-0.
Here's the mental edge replay. Great job of just sitting back. Safety throws it right there. Great job by Tyrus of understanding, of getting down in that situation, not taking a chance of fumbling that ball, and they'll just go into the, even though it's the end of the first half, the victory formation at this point is what they call it, to take a knee and run into halftime up 17-0.
They will take that knee. Bremen up 17-0. Patrick Driscoll will track down Jordan Leeper here for a halftime interview. Let's go down to Patrick Driscoll with a Patrick sideline report. He's got the head coach of Lions, Jordan Leeper.
Yeah, Coach, you're up 17-0 against Tippy Valley. You know, they don't see themselves down like this too often. What do you like out of you guys so far?
Defensive intensity. You know, we're winning up front. Our defensive line is controlling the line of scrimmage, and we got to continue to do that. We know Tippy Valley's going to come out and play hard and continue to hit us with that run game, but we got to stay stout.
How important was it for Silas to get that interception and Carson to run it right in the following play?
Well, it's a huge play. You know, we talk about creating a spark, and he had to go in on defense and create a spark and then turn around, and good things happen when you're making plays.
And then lastly, this is a completely different situation from last week. Now you're up big. What's going to be the message to you guys to close out this one strong?
No let up. We can't let up at all.
All right, Coach. Thank you for your time. Best of luck. All righty, Bremen up 17-0 at the half from Bungee Field. Let's take it back up to you guys.
Patrick, thank you very much. As you see, Silas Ladig into the end zone. What was it? Was it an interception? Was it a touchdown? There were a lot of interceptions in this game, and then you had Carson Anderson weaving and leaving for the touchdown. Bremen up 17-0 and a half. We've got your Tony Letcher Health Market Student Athletes of the Week right after this on the Sports Michiana Game of the Week.
Why do our auto insurance rates keep going up? Oh.
Dramatic increases in parts, labor, and medical care are causing auto insurance rates to soar nationwide. Lilliert Insurance can protect you from auto rate increases with our available rate lock feature. And because Lilliert Insurance is a local business, you get better service and deal with actual people. Hi, I'm Matt Lilliert. Call or text us today to see if you qualify.
Shopping for tires used to really grind my gears. So many tires, and the thought of choosing the right one made me, Precisely. That's before I went to TireRack.com. I got the best deal hands down. My tires ship fast and free, arrive the next day like clockwork. Tire Rack even gave me 2 years of free road hazard protection. Precisely.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Michiana Student Athletes of the Week presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets, and we have two outstanding young men here tonight. Colton Crabb, a senior at Tippy Valley High School, along with Luke Kincaid, a senior at Bremen High School. Both of these young men, members of their football teams, both ranked in their top 10 of their senior class. We'll start with Colton, who plays 3 sports, member of the football team, wrestling team, and track and field, has a 4.08 GPA, ranked 8th in the Tippy Valley senior class. How do you pull it all off?
Just a lot of time management, just trying to work through my classes and then also just be there through my teams.
You're also involved in, this is a long list, everybody, 4-H, voice, KYLA, youth group, junior leaders, STEM teaching. I don't know how you have time for all those, but how rewarding is it to take part in all those different activities, and which of those do you enjoy the most?
Hugely rewarding. I love being a part of my community. I love being there for my community, for all the people. Probably my most rewarding one is my STEM teaching. I love going out into my county and teaching young elementary students about the importance of STEM.
Awesome. You're planning on majoring in cybersecurity. That's the second time this year we've had a Student Athlete of the Week that wants to do that. Tell us a little bit more about why you want to major in cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity has just always been interesting to me. Computers itself has been interesting, and then the protection of computers as a whole and like networks and systems has been just super interesting to me, and I figured might as well just go into a career like that.
What does being a Tippecanoe Valley Viking mean to you?
Play for your family. God Family Football is our motto, and that's what it means to me.
Colton, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Colton Crabb. Now Luke Kincaid, a senior at Bremen High School. His credentials pretty good as well. Basketball player, track, a member of the football team, 4.018 GPA, ranked 3rd in his senior class. How do you make it all work?
Just balancing my schedule, finding time throughout the day to get my schoolwork done so then I can make the most out of the opportunity during practice just to get better for our next competitions.
We have a future politician here, or maybe a current one, because he's the student council president as well. What do you enjoy about doing that and the importance of giving back to your school in that way?
I just enjoy getting the ideas of the students so we can make a positive impact and bring fun activities and serving the community just for the better of everyone else around me.
You have the school record in the 3,200-meter run you plan on running in college, and you're also looking to study either business or sports management. Tell us about those majors and why those are ones you're interested in.
I've been told that I've always been a leader from early on, and I just enjoy just running things and seeing how things work out and using everyone's gifts together.
Finally, what does being a Bremen Lion mean to you?
I don't know, probably being the underdog. We're a smaller school, and we just come out here and we just try to fight with whoever we're going against and give us a winning shot.
Luke, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Luke Kincaid, Colton Crabb, our Sports Michiana Student Athletes of the Week, presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets. We have your first half highlights right after this. You're watching the Sports Michiana High School Football Game of the Week.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
Are you tired of auto service from big box stores and new car dealers? 45 years ago, my parents, Bud and Diane, founded Zolman's with a strong commitment to the community. Today, Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care is still family owned and operated with over 150 employees and families. And we offer a price match guarantee on any tires from any local dealer, while providing complete auto service on all makes and all models. Serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
This edition of the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week brought to you by Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, putting people over profits. And welcome inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth, Angelo Carlo, alongside Bo Hundt. It is our St. Joseph County Police Department halftime show. Bremen out to a 17-0 lead, Bo. I didn't know what to expect in this game, but I didn't necessarily think Bremen would be up 17-0 at the half. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, coming in the game, we knew it was going to be a competitive game. Two teams that are very similar. Record-wise, you could go one loss here, one loss there. It would be about the same team, but Bremen's defense has really stepped up. That's been the really key to this game, is they've shut down that Viking running game. They've only been able to get some passes downfield, and that's in turn set up Bremen's offense by great field position tonight.
All right, let's take a look at the first half highlights in this one and show you how Bremen jumped out to this 7-0 lead. It starts with the big touchdown by Silas Ladig to Tyrus Graverson in the first quarter to make it 7-0. Then the complete the pass, Ladig to Noah Wildauer. Then Logan Moser getting in on the action, just his second catch of the season. But the drive would stall as Jamison Phillips would get the interception on a very close call in the end zone. How about Tyron Kaiser, a freshman, coming through with a catch for Tippy Valley here in the second quarter. Silas Ladig getting the job done on both sides of the field, gets the interception, and that would set things up for Carson Anderson, the senior running back for the Lions. Takes the handoff, and he's weaving through all sorts of traffic. 29 yards for the touchdown, and Bremen was ahead 14-0. From there, it's more Tyrus Graverson, who's had an outstanding game fighting in traffic for the catch. He gets the field goal as well. That made it 17-0. Tippy Valley trying to get some points late, and guess who? It's Graverson near the end zone with the interception. You can't underplay the achievements that Tyrus Graverson has made. He was out for 3 games earlier in the season. They were 1-2 during that stretch. This is a much different football team when Tyrus Graverson is playing.
Yeah, when he comes back, they're a complete team, and they really play like it, and they have the confidence. And I really like the way that he's developed out there, just not on offense or defense, but there's just the special teams, the way he leads out there. But there's other people like Ladig and Kincaid and Wildauer and Mosier that have really come and really helped this team come together. It's not just one or two guys. It's a complete team.
Absolutely. All right, 17-0 here in this one. What are some scores from around the area? We'll take a look at that after this timeout in our Sports Michiana High School Football Game of the Week. This has been the St. Joseph County Police Department halftime show. Back with more action right after this.
Just graduated high school and now wondering what's next? Ready to start making a difference? Now is your chance. The St. Joe County Police Department Correctional Officer's starting pay is $50,000. Working in the jail can teach you life skills that you can use as a correctional or police officer. Benefits include vacation, medical, dental, and vision. For more information, call Sergeant Kylie Williams at 574-245-6263 or apply at sjcpd.org.
Yes, I was just in a bad car accident. I need help.
I'm in a call center. How am I supposed to help you? Did you buy this insurance over the interweb?
Yes.
You think this can wait till after my lunch break?
No, your lunch can wait.
When this happens, you'll understand why it's important to have a local agent. The Lilliard Insurance Agency is just that agency. We're a local agency and we're here to take care of you. Call the Lilliard Agency today.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com. Tire Rack's Tire Decision Guide made it easy to drill down to the right tires for me.
What?
Oh, I got a great deal. My tires shipped fast and free and arrived the next day. I even got 2 years of free road hazard protection.
Where?
You're darn right, wow. Next time your tires get long in the tooth, visit TireRack.com.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners. So you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
You dream it, we design it. You need it, we've got it. We crank it out so you can crank it up. We work with purpose to power your passion. It's game on, so come on, let's elevate adventure. Let's take life to the next level today. Let's become better together. This is Patrick.
Your garage door keeps your home, family, and valuables safe and secure. Make sure it always looks good and works well. Precision Garage Door is your one-stop shop for design, installation, and repairs. Count on us to help you choose the right materials, style, and color for your new door. And when you need repairs, we're ready. Our friendly, trained technicians work around your schedule and are available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Call your local Precision Garage Door today.
Garage doors done right.
For over 100 years, experience and inspiration have been the foundation of Big C Lumber. I'm Mark Young. Deciding on the perfect cabinetry for your home can be overwhelming. It's best to depend on our consultants with decades of experience at Big C Lumber. Your needs and wishes will be matched with our guidance in the creation of new spaces. We call this customer-inspired design, representing your personality, your style. Visit Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless. 17-0 Bremen leading Tippecanoe Valley here in the regular season finale for both teams. You see 140 left here in halftime. Let's look at some scores from around the area. And how about Concord? Looking to complete the undefeated regular season, they will, because they are leading a very good and talented Plymouth team 42-7 at the half. In the NIC, Elkhart is going to win the NIC. They're up 42-6 on Adams at the half. If some miracle were to happen in that one, Penn could sneak back in it, but it's not going to. Penn is leading, is up 17-0 in the half on St. Joe. Marion leads Riley 14-0 at halftime. Second quarter score, LaVille 14, Whiting 14. Also second quarter, Mechaniqua 17, Rochester 14. That's a big game here tonight with title implications on the line.
Yeah, winner of that game wins the Three River Conference, which Tippy Valley used to be a member of that before joining the new NSC, Northern States Conference, with Bremen and the foes of Knox and Jimtown and John Glenn and LaVille, the old NSC opponents. And nothing on the line for these two teams here tonight except for a little bit of pride and a little bit of momentum going into the first week of sectionals.
All right, with Bremen up 17-0, Patrick Driscoll standing by with a Patrick sideline report. You had a chance to talk with Steve Moriarty, the Tippy Valley coach. I wonder how disappointed was he with that first half?
Yeah, honestly, I was pretty surprised. He came out, he was not phased one bit. He said the one thing he wanted to see out of his guys was pride. He said being down is not going to change one thing. And he said for the second half, he just wants to see them play Tippy Valley football.
All right, Patrick, thank you very much. Steve Moriarty is very often a very upbeat guy, and you see it right there because most coaches we know would not be pleased at all when their team is down 17-0 at the half, but he found a way to spin it on the positive side.
Yeah, we get ready to start our third quarter. Our third quarter is sponsored by the Lion Property Group. With a name like Lion Property Group, there's no doubt they're pulling for the Bremen Lions. Lion Property Group specializes in commercial and residential real estate and focuses in construction, sales, leasing, project management, and property management. Learn more at thelionpropertygroup.org.
We saw Patrick have his jacket on while it's a beautiful night. Is the temperature's starting to dip. We can feel it up here in the press box with the windows open as well. We are not complaining by any means, just stating the facts that once the game goes and the sun sets and it gets dark, it gets cold in a hurry come October.
Reminder, Tippy Valley Kicks and Punts are sponsored by the Creighton Brothers.
And that was another good kick by Tippy Valley and Gage Overbay, their junior kicker. Here's Carson Anderson up the middle for 5 yards. I had a funny interaction with Carson Anderson this week. Went to go interview him, looked at him, saw we were about the same height. Said, what are you, 5'6", 5'7"? He looked at me, and I had demoralized this young man. He was stunned, could barely do the interview, didn't know what was going on. He's like, the doctor told me I'm 5'10". I'm like, listen, buddy, I'm 5'6 3/4". I figured I had shrunk a little bit by now. Here's Anderson up the middle. So we're about eye-to-eye. Maybe you're 5'8". He goes, yeah, but 5'8", I'm still not 5'10". I go, I understand. So I take responsibility for that fumble early on because I think I may have still been in his head.
In his
but
head.
He still got it together, and he got that 29-yard touchdown run. But that was pretty funny with Carson Anderson this week. Good young man.
Just another great story of coming out to the practices. You and Chuck are able to get out and see the kids throughout the week and give them that experience and see what the kids are like in the practice scenario before we get out here on Friday nights.
I was complimenting him. I said I'm going to give you extra love because I always like to give love to the guys that are about my height. Here's Leidig throwing the ball. It's complete to Graverson. There is a flag in that area where you would expect to be a hold. So this one appears like it's going to be coming back.
Respect, loyalty, pride, courage, integrity, and dedication. Those are the many ways officers of the St. Joe County Police are serving our community. If you are looking for a career change that can really make a difference, visit sjcpd.org to learn more.
There you see the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge and the flag thrown. And this will bring up a 3rd and long. For the Lions as the ball pushed back to about the 14-yard line. They got to get it all the way down to the 31. So 3rd and 16 coming up here for Bremen. Smells like the throw it up to Graverson play. But we'll see. Leidig back to pass. He's going to throw it up to Graverson. And it's incomplete. Luckily, it was, because it was Owen Amandi was the best chance to make that catch, the defensive back for Tippy Valley.
Yeah, they were just going to throw it up there. Leidig's like, yeah, what the heck. You know, of course, he did throw it almost to the 50. It would have been probably almost better than a punt, the way he threw that down the field.
That's a great point. And bring up a 4th and 16, and they'll punt the ball here coming up momentarily. Although, was there a penalty? I totally did
an
not.
Automatic first down. I believe it was might have been a rough in the passer.
All right, I totally missed the flag altogether on that one. That is a massive break for Bremen. And if you look back on it, the way Leidig aired it out, he was falling backwards. If he got hit, that was an opportunity for him to draw a penalty in that regard. And Bremen gets a big break here. And, man, if you're Steve Moriarty, you're like, I can't catch a break because that one is demoralizing. 1st and 10 now for the Lions after the penalty. Leidig takes the snap, gives it off to Anderson. Tippy Valley tracking him down pretty quickly as Grady Moriarty and company with the tackle. Also in on that one was Nash Miller, the senior defensive lineman. Great job there, gang tackle there. Also credit to Diego Gonzalez, the junior linebacker. 3 different guys got hands on him. In fact, Colton Siski even got a hand on him. So 2nd and 10 coming up here for Bremen after the gang tackle. Leidig in shotgun, throws it to Graverson, completes the pass. Graverson loses the ball, and it looks like Tyrus was able to recover the ball as he was going out of bounds, and Bremen appears to have the first down. So an unusual play here as you take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
Yeah, you can see Graverson getting the ball knocked out by Parker, but thing is, Graverson outweighs Park for about 40, 45 pounds, so he was able to kind of manhandle him a little bit there to throw him off, still grab the ball with the other arm and keep possession and pick up the big first down for the Lions.
Just when Tippy Valley thinks they're ready to make a stop, here's Leidig downfield, and this one is intercepted. Fantastic job there by Hudson Shepard on the INT, and Tippy Valley will get the ball back. Shepard's first interception of the season. You look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
A little bit of a pump and go, and looked like Kincaid cut to the inside a little bit on the post route rather than a little bit of a corner route. Silas looked like he was going to the corner a little bit farther downfield and just overthrew him a little bit. And big turnover for the Lions and huge here for the Vikings.
So let's see what Tippy Valley can do offensively here after not scoring in the first half. And it starts with not much on that first rush for Brandon Stiles. Gets 2 yards.
The Tippecanoe Valley Athletic Department congratulates the football team, cheerleaders, and band on a great season so far, and thank our parents, staff, and fans for all their support. Search Tippy Valley Athletics on Facebook for the latest on our programs, and go Vikings.
A reminder, next week we will move to IHSAATV.org exclusively for our postseason coverage. That's a mandate from the IHSAA. So if you want to watch the Sports Michiana Game of the Week, you have to watch it only on IHSAA TV. And we'll have Mishawaka on for the first time as they're on the road at Northridge coming up next Friday night in the opening round of the 4A section.
So it'll be a great game. Northridge, a team that's had its ups and downs all year. Mishawaka has been really one of those solid teams all year like they have the previous few years as well. And it's going to be a great start to our sectional.
And now a flag on the field here.
They were going to have a false start on Tippy.
Third quarter action, Warsaw leading Northridge 21-6. Northridge likely looks like they'll go into sectionals at 3-6. We saw them, Bo, back in week 5. Yeah, they're not as good as where they were last year. Still a very good program. They're neck and neck with a lot of teams. They hung with Elkhart. They hung with Concord. They hung with Warsaw for a half here. So I think they're going to be a tough out for Mishawaka next week.
Yeah. I mean, they're a very competitive team. They're hard-nosed. They're going to go after you. And it's going to be a very exciting first week of coverage.
And again, all of that on IHSAA TV. Here's Tippy Valley, not able to get anything going there, was Hunter Stage on the 1st and 15, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and long now after that. And let's take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
Big thank you to the Wooden Peel for feeding our crew tonight. They were named the 2024 Pizza Marketplace Top 100 Movers and Shakers. The Wooden Peel was also previously named Best Pizza in Northern Indiana. I can vouch for that. Visit the Wooden Peel on Plymouth Street in Bremen.
How long have you been going to the Wooden Peel, Bo?
If I'd say my age, but yeah, over 40 years.
They're airing this one out. It's incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. For those of you watching on WSBT.com, WSBT Facebook, and WSBT YouTube, as well as on Sports Michiana, if you haven't heard the news, very sad news this evening. Jennifer Copeland, longtime area news anchor for both WSBT and most recently at ABC 57, has passed away. And our prayers and thoughts are with Jennifer's family, in particular her 2 daughters. She's been battling cancer. Outstanding woman. I remember when we got the opportunity to bring my Redeemer Radio interns to WSBT for a tour. She spent a half hour or so after the newscast answering every question with them. Very down-to-earth, great person, great mom from everything we could tell. And our prayers are with everyone in her family, as well as the WSBT and ABC 57 families on that tragic loss. Here's a big play downfield and a completion here for Tippy Valley as we take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
Yeah, nice job of Tippy getting up the field. Big reception, big pickup for Valley, and the game's not over. There's a lot of time left in this game. They're only down 17-0. They get a score here, another stop, another score. They're right back in this game.
They were driving at the end of the first half. The only thing that they ran out of was time. They did have an interception, but that was basically forcing the ball to the end zone with only 20 seconds left. The one thing Tippy Valley has not been able to do, Bo, tonight is establish the run, which is their bread and butter.
Yeah, just the Lions' D-line has really just stuffed it up, and the linebackers filling the holes properly all night long and haven't given Tippy anything in the running game.
For the better part of the first half, I thought Tippy Valley was trying to establish the pass for the postseason. I think it might turn out that they knew it was going to be trouble running the ball on this Bremen defensive line, and it has been all night long. Here's Brandon Stiles to the outside, and that's the gain they need down to the 31-yard line, and it'll bring up a 3rd and about 3 yards as we take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
Niftone of Mentone is proud of our Tippy Valley Vikings. Their metal roofing and siding products are durable and American-made. Customer service is a top priority. Niftone will even help you measure your project for free. Family owned for more than 50 years. That's Niftone of Mentone.
Under 5 minutes of play here in the third quarter. Stage now going to run it up the middle on the QB sneak, and it'll be good enough for the first down for Tippy Valley. Brought to you by WeFab. So the ball down to the 26-yard line. Valley allowing a lot of clock. I know it's only the third quarter, but you're still down 3 scores. Play action. They'll air this one out. Underthrown a little bit. Incomplete. Good job there by Graverson in coverage, preventing the catch for Colton Crabb.
I think the biggest thing with Valley is they've had some guys open, had the Bremen defense beat, but just the throws are just a little underthrown. You can see there again, Graverson, great job of going up, knocking that ball down, and not allowing Tippy to get in the end zone there on that play.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 now for the Vikings. 4:10 remaining here in the third quarter. I formation for Valley. Grady Moriarty with the rush, and a flag comes out. See what they say. That flag came out awfully quick. There was a motion, holding, called here against Tippy Valley, and that's going to be, we talk about those keys to win early on, that's a drive-killing penalty perhaps for Tippy Valley.
Bremen Athletics would like to congratulate all their fall sports teams on an outstanding season. They also want to recognize all their event workers, from the announcers, scoreboard operators, line judges, officials, ticket takers, and custodial staff. Bremen Athletics appreciate you and everything you do.
We appreciate both the athletic departments sponsoring our broadcast here tonight. Here's Wes Parker on that jet sweep. Gets some blocking, pushes his way up to the 31, but it's still going to be a very long situation here. But you got to imagine Tippy Valley in 4-down territory at this point, Bo, down 17. So it's 3rd and 15 coming up. Reminder that Notre Dame and Georgia Tech play tomorrow night. We'll have another edition of Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Irish Football Fix coming up Monday night at 7 p.m. on Pulse FM. Our Focus on Faith interview with Notre Dame women's basketball legend Ruth Riley. Here's the pass and the completion down to the 22-yard line as Brandon Stiles makes the snag for Tippecanoe Valley. So now it'll bring up a 4th down, but an opportunity here to pick up a first down, as it was, remember, 2nd and 20 earlier, now 4th and 6 from the 22.
Jason Thompson and the Mental Edge equip local teams and athletes with the skills they need to overcome mental roadblocks, compete with confidence, and reach their potential. Learn more by going to thementaledge.co.
Let's see what Tippy Valley dials up here on 4th and 6 from the Bremen 22. Stage back to pass. Pressure comes from Tippy Valley. Stage throws, completes the pass for the first down to Owen Omandi.
Great job evading the rush, understanding the situation. Got to get up the field there, but still keep your presence. Good job rolling out and making the pass off balance for the first down.
Excellent job there by Tippy Valley. A first down brought to you by WeFab. 2:54 to play here in the third quarter. Valley trying to get their first points of the night. This is officially a 1st and goal right at the 10-yard line. Cannot get another first down here on this drive. Here's the handoff to Parker. Parker fighting his way in. Touchdown, Tippy Valley.
And just like that, Valley's right back in this game. Good job by Parker. You can see here on the Mental Edge instant replay. Nice little cut back there, avoiding a couple tackles, getting in the end zone. And that's just a huge, huge comeback play for, or drive here in the second half for the Valley Vikings.
So 17-6 is the score. A big extra point attempt coming up for Gage Overbay, and that touchdown brought to you by Warsaw Engineering and Fabrication. And WeFab hoping to get another point here from Overbay. They do. And Tippecanoe Valley is on the scoreboard. Bremen 17, Valley 7, 2:46 to play in the third. Back after this on Sports Michiana. In 1969, America celebrated men landing on the moon. Now the USA is trying to return, and Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is helping pave the way. IFT is providing paint, chemical conversion coatings, and non-destructive testing services for NASA's Space Launch System and Orion spacecraft, which will deliver astronauts to the moon and possibly Mars. Help make it happen by joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's Tire Decision Guide made it easy to drill down to the right tires for me.
What?
Oh, I got a great deal. My tires shipped fast and free and arrived the next day. I even got 2 years of free road hazard protection.
Where?
You're darn right, wow. Next time your tires get long in the tooth, visit TireRack.com.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week brought to you by the Lilliard Insurance Agency. Real people, real service, real value, and a value drive for Tippecanoe Valley on that last possession as it's capped off by a 10-yard touchdown run for Wes Parker. And Valley is on the scoreboard now down 17-7. And here's the kick brought to you by Creighton Brothers. And Valley with a nice coverage there, and Bremen will start 1st and 10 at their own 21 after the return by Carson Anderson.
Speaking of the Creighton Brothers, their eggs from Creighton Brothers in Kosciuszko County have been delighting families for a long time. In fact, next year marks their 100-year anniversary. The family farm ensures that eggs you eat come from healthy, well-cared-for flocks. Creighton Brothers, open a carton, taste the quality, go Vikings.
2:39 to play here in the third quarter. This has been a fast-moving game. Bremen leading 17-7. Lions scored all 17 of their points in the first half as it's Carson Anderson had 7 of those points with a 29-yard touchdown, gets the handoff. He goes about 3 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 7 here for Bremen.
Sports Michiana apparel is courtesy of our friends at It's Tops in Mishawaka. Clothes, office supplies, tumblers. If you want to put your logo on something, odds are It's Tops can make it happen. Locally run since 1976, It's Tops gives you the professional attention you deserve. Learn more at itstops.net.
Tippy Valley bringing the pressure, and Leidig was able to avoid it and complete the pass downfield. How about that great job? The pass completion to Luke Kincaid for the first down. You take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
Just a great job of getting down the field, and I like the way Kincaid really got away from one of the defenders who got himself open and really made that play happen. Looked like we got a flag on the play, maybe offensive line downfield. Looked like they were talking about something about the line and the guy down there.
They're still talking. Have not signaled anything officially. Let's see if they're going to tell us anything. Yes, they are.
Legal. Yep.
That's a play where that can happen, right? Leidig's rolling out.
Yep.
A lot of delay.
A lot of delay. Time's taken up a little bit, and as you're rolling out, lineman thinks maybe you're running, or then there's always that what we call the floating lineman, where all of a sudden you just out floating down the line of scrimmage and ends up a little bit farther than he's supposed to.
So that will take off the first down and make it 2nd and 12 now for Bremen back at their own 19. And before we were saying not much going Steve Moriarty way in terms of breaks. That was a good one for Tippecanoe Valley. Here's the screen pass to Graverson. He's got some space. He's fighting his way down to the 27. He almost broke that tackle and stayed in play, but they were able to drag him out and will bring up a 3rd and about 5. So manageable situation now here for Bremen as Graverson does a fantastic job there.
A big thank you to Tony Letcher and his incredible support of Sports Michiana. Tony is a licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you're looking for assistance with Medicare, family, or individual health insurance, Google Tony Letcher Health Markets or visit tletcher.com.
Screen pass complete to Graverson, and he's got the first down and more. Down to the 40-yard line. Tyrus Graverson has been fantastic once again here for Bremen as you take a look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
I really like the way he gets upfield and the way they utilize him to get him in space. You know, a lot of times a guy like that can kind of do everything, you put him back at running back. Well, you got a guy in Anderson who can very capable runner back in the backfield, so why not get Graverson out there in some space and get him the ball down the field?
Lady gives it off to Carson Anderson. Flag comes out.
Might have been a face mask there.
Yeah, we'll see. That definitely looked like there was hands towards the face.
Called a holding.
And they're going to call the holding instead. And that'll be against Bremen. Bring that one back. 1:10 to play here in the third.
Craig Welding and Manufacturing is your one-stop metal fabrication shop. Established in Mentone in 1959, Craig Welding and Manufacturing cheers on the Vikings. Learn more on how you can join the team at craigwelding.com. Looks like they're going to move the ball back, make it first down and 22. Said it's going to be about 20 or 22.
Is this the
spot foul on that?
Go to Graverson play already? He's got 6 catches already here tonight. We'll see, or maybe they'll just eat up the clock here with Anderson on a rush.
They
on
haven't
first
hit
and 20.
Wildauer across the middle or anything like that as of late.
They will look to throw.
Backside throw.
And Anderson's wide open, but Leidig underthrew him a little bit. Anderson, he may have lost that in the lights too, Bo.
Yeah.
The way he was trying to run back.
The ball was thrown up in the air. Silas had to throw off his back leg, but Anderson was going upfield and had too much speed going upfield, but he was wide open. Great play call by the Lions and Leaper.
Well, and that's also a situation where we talked about the field and maybe a little slippery out there. That's a tough one to all your momentum going the other way and turn back and cut back. Maybe we'll go down to Patrick Driscoll, a former St. Joe wide receiver here after this play. And Patrick can give us some insight on the field conditions down there. Obviously, it hasn't rained, but it's cold and moist. They'll go downfield looking for Kincaid, and this one's incomplete. We go down to the field for a Patrick Industries sideline report. Here's Patrick Driscoll.
Yeah, really I've seen a huge momentum, this time going Tippy Valley's way. Now it really makes sense why Coach Moriarty was not worried. He really trusts his guys, but the big question is they still haven't hit that 10-point mark. They're 54-6 when Tippy Valley eclipses 10 points. And with them being a rushing team, it's really going to come to how much time they have left to come out and rally and take a win here in Bremen.
Patrick, how's the field down there? Is it a little slippery, the ground a little rough?
I'd say it's a little bit slippery, but nothing too crazy. The conditions, they seem pretty good on my end, guys.
Here's a pass, completion, and a first down for Bremen as they get it down to Noah Wildauer again here tonight. This young man is having a great evening, playing again with a broken wrist and able to make his 3rd catch of the night.
I'm telling you what, just the ability of Leidig to get away from the rush right there and get it down. Wildauer, a great job of getting open. And like you said, wrist broken, cast on, an ability to catch the ball down the field, especially right there, 3rd and long to pick up the big first down for the Lions to keep this drive alive.
Bremen has converted in tough situations just so many times here tonight. Here's Leidig with 30 seconds remaining in the half. Flag comes out. Leidig throws it, completes the pass. Again, there is a flag on the field in that area where you would suspect holding, as Austin Young got it down all the way inside the 20, but it is in fact a holding penalty, and this one will come all the way back with 22 seconds left.
Yeah.
And then there's a flag on the opposite side of the field, and what's that one about?
I think they threw it when the offensive lineman took his helmet off on the field in disgust. They're going to call a holding call and a dead ball personal foul on this, I believe.
Logan Fredrickson took his helmet off, but they're actually going to go and examine his helmet right now. So I think he's going to try to claim, I did not take my helmet off because I was frustrated. I took my helmet off because there was an issue. In fact, they're checking his face right now down there on the sideline. So he's being looked at in the tent by the training staff. Let's see if they pick this one up or not.
Yeah, because the guy that threw the flag was way away from what happened on the play. All he could see is he thought he took it off in frustration, but he took it off in frustration because his eye got poked at, is what they're looking at and checking.
Let's go down to Patrick Driscoll for a Patrick Industries sideline report. What are they treating him for?
Yeah, it looks like there might be some blood on his face at the moment. He's getting cleaned up by the athletic training staff at the moment. After that, he should be good to go, guys.
All right, well, if he's got blood, I hope they're picking up this flag, and they are. They're going to wave the flag off. That's a good job there by the officials.
Talking it over. And
recognizing the situation. Jordan Leeper immediately went over, told them what was going on. Patrick confirming there that it looked like they were trying to wipe away some blood, so good job there by everyone noticing what was going on. And meanwhile, there was the penalty against Bremen, the holding penalty, that will bring this one back and be a, honestly, I don't even know. It is first down?
Yeah,
first down and 20?
First down and 20, yep.
There was a lot of stuff that happened on that play. Take a look at the replay. This is what didn't happen. The pass downfield, and that didn't matter in the long run. Now they're going to wind the clock, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Bremen 17, Tippy Valley 7. Fourth quarter action in the regular season finale right after this on Sports Michiana.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Reliance. Design, build, renovate. We get set for the start of the fourth quarter. Bremen leading Tippy Valley 17-7. Bremen facing a 1st and 20 at their own 43-yard line.
Big shout out to Craig Welding and Manufacturing, sponsor our fourth quarter tonight. They're your one-stop metal fabrication shop. Established in Mentone in 1959, Craig Welding and Manufacturing cheers on the Vikings. Learn more on how you can join the team at craigwelding.com.
Now there's continued conversation by the officials here before we even get the fourth quarter started. So they'll sort that out. And we will finally get the fourth quarter started here. It was a fast-moving game. We'll go down to Patrick Driscoll for a Patrick sideline report after this play. Here's Ladig, back to pass on 1st and 20. Flag comes out again. He'll complete the pass, but my assumption is this pass won't matter, and he'll be coming back for a holding. Let's go down to Patrick Driscoll for a Patrick sideline report.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, if Bremen can come out with this drive with some points, this really puts the Vikings in trouble. Now, the Vikings are a team built based off the run, and Coach Leeper really emphasized really getting ahead on the game script, so we'll see what happens. But right now, they got to stop with these penalties, guys.
Patrick, thank you very much. 17-7 is the score. This one will come back after another penalty here against Bremen.
Freezing temperatures, sleet, snow, and ice will be here soon enough. Are your tires ready to tackle winter's worst? Well, the experts at TireRack.com will get your vehicle ready for prime time. They sell tires that dominate winter. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Tire Rack Drive to the Game, Fridays at 6 p.m. on Pulse FM. If you're not able to catch the game because you're still, well, if you're driving, that's the whole point. You turn on the Tire Rack Drive to the Game on Pulse FM. And now, whoa, that's a lot of yellow laundry. 3 flags come out at the same time. Everybody saw an illegal formation, a false start there, excuse me.
I think Bremen decided to go the opposite
way. They still thought it was the third quarter?
We're coming up on our first, and they have 35, but it's more than that.
The scoreboard can't go that far back. They can't mark it off that much. What is it?
20,
30, 20? No.
30.
Yeah.
Close
that's
to 40.
about right. That's a lot of math. Wow. Well, here's what they got to do. They're at their own 26. They got to go get to Tippy Valley's 46-yard line. That's how much yards they got to make out. Let's see what they can do. They got 3 downs to do it. Here's Leidig rolling out, and he's going to slide and get hit, and he is down. Silas Leidig is down injured after getting hit on the play.
Wow, he slid feet first, and he got landed on hard and right in front of the official. No flag thrown. Same official that was going to throw the flag earlier.
He was holding
it, taking off his helmet.
He was holding his lower back. After seeing the replay there, I'm not sure it was anything intentional.
It looked like he actually went to his knees and just put his hands on top of him.
And Leidig's injury may be more so from
his slide,
then still getting impact from a defensive lineman. With Leidig down on the field, we'll take a timeout. Be back after this on Sports Michiana.
We found out about Notre Dame Federal Credit Union through a friend. We were nervous about growing interest rates, but Notre Dame Federal Credit Union communicated the entire way through that process and made us feel like we made a good move. Finding a house was the tricky part, but securing financing and going through the purchase process with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, that was the easy part. That was simple. We would highly recommend working with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. The customer service is amazing.
Shopping for tires used to really grind my gears. So many tires, and the thought of choosing the right one made me, Precisely. That's before I went to TireRack.com. I got the best deal hands down. My tires ship fast and free, arrive the next day like clockwork. Tire Rack even gave me 2 years of free road hazard protection. Precisely.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week brought to you by Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, putting people over profits. Silas Leidig walking off on his own power now for the Bremen Lions as he comes likely out of the game here, I would suspect, with Bremen up 17-7, 11:22 to play in the fourth quarter. And Leidig will head to the tent and get looked at here coming up, as he was down for quite a bit, but hopefully he just had the wing knocked out of him and he needed time to kind of recoup.
Again, this is one of those situations. This is nothing to play for this week. So if you're just a little banged up, it's no big deal to where you can get a full week's rest and come back ready for next week. That's what you do.
Jack Wildauer is in at quarterback for Bremen, and he will break some tackles to get it across the 35 to the 36. Wildauer actually got reps at quarterback on Tuesday because of the fact that Leidig was out sick earlier in the week. That might have been, was that Wildauer or was that Graverson on Wildcat?
It looked like Wildauer, but
now Graverson is back there. The number 9 and 8 does not make our life easy. It is Graverson now, and he's going to throw the ball. And it is intercepted by Owen Amandi. And he brings it across the 50, down to the 40, knocked out of bounds. And Tippy Valley suddenly finds themselves back in the game, down by 10. And you take a look at the replay here. Graverson throws it up, and Owen was there for the INC. You see the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge.
Warsaw Engineering and Fabrication is an industry leader in metal fabrication and equipment solutions. No job is too big, small, tough, or dirty for the team at WeFab. Learn more at warsaweng.com and go Vikings.
Hunter stage, back to pass, dumps it off, completes the pass to Grady Moriarty, and Moriarty gets it across the 25 down to the 24, closing in on a first down if he didn't get it. You look at the replay brought to you by the Mental Edge. Great job there setting up the screen.
Big first down pickup for Tippy.
Actually, they're saying 2nd and 1. And they were saying he was just shy. Ball spotted at the 25. Grady Moriarty, the son of the head coach, Steve Moriarty. And here's Wes Parker. He will get the first down. We asked Coach Moriarty this week, what's it like coaching your son? And he gave perhaps the best answer of any question all year. He said, I try not to.
Yeah.
Because, hey, he focuses on offensive line, defensive line. He tries to avoid the running backs, avoid the linebackers, so that he can be dad a little bit and not have to be as critical on his son. Leave that to the other coaches. So that's kind of refreshing to hear. I thought that was a very interesting answer from Coach Moriarty. And here is Grady with the rush up the middle, and he's pushing his way forward. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 for Tippy Valley.
Really starting to get that running game going a little bit here late in the fourth quarter.
Well, we'll tell you about how Tippy Valley likes to grind it out here in a moment. 2nd and 3. Moriarty up the middle, and I'm not sure he got much. In their 6 wins, Tippy Valley has averaged 304 rushing yards. In their 2 losses, the Vikings have averaged just 93.5 rushing yards.
Just a slight difference in those rushing yards, and I'd have to favor that they're closer to the 93 tonight on the rushing yards.
But they are starting to pick up those much-needed rushing yards here late in the game. And a critical 3rd down here, 3rd and 2 here for the Vikings from the 12-yard line. Stage will keep it himself, break 1 tackle, but can't avoid the next. He's sacked on the play, and 4th down is coming up. Do you go for it, or you try to get the points?
I think it's a definitely go for it, but they do have an injured player down right now, so there's going to be a timeout on the field. We'll call that timeout sponsored by Craig Welding and Manufacturing and also the Lion Property Group of Bremen.
We will take a timeout as well as they attend to the injured players. 7:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bremen leads 17-7. We're back after this.
Are you tired of auto service from big box stores and new car dealers? 45 years ago, my parents, Bud and Diane, founded Zolman's with a strong commitment to the community. Today, Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care is still family owned and operated with over 150 employees and families. And we offer a price match guarantee on any tires from any local dealer, while providing complete auto service on all makes and all models. Serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Welcome back. 4th and 3 for Tippy Valley, down by 10. They got a good place kicker here in Gage Overbay, and they are going to send him on to attempt a 31-yard field goal here and try to make this a one-touchdown game. Overbay's kick is up. It is good. And that kick brought to you by Creighton Brothers. The score brought to you by Warsaw Engineering and Fabrication. And just like that, Tippy Valley has gotten back within a touchdown. 17-10 Bremen with 7:43 to play in the ball game. They decided to go for the points. They get the points, Bo, and a big conversion there by Bremen.
Hey, celebrating 20 years of servicing Northern Indiana, Turf Tenders in Bremen provides high-quality, cost-effective lawn care. They pride themselves on honesty and straightforward service for their customers. Do your lawn a favor and visit turftendersinc.com and go Lions from the Turf Tenders.
So Gage Overbay, a 4.5-star Coles kicking recruit. You don't see that often from a man of his size. He is a guard on this team, 226 pounds. He's a fabulous kicker. I don't care how big he is. He can boot the ball, and he showed it. It must be something down in Kosciuszko County, because we've seen that from other schools in that area.
It definitely have. I think that's one of the areas that's really improved over the last 4 to 8 years is the kicking in Northern Indiana. A lot of good kickers have been coming out of this area and going to college, and a couple of them possibly being in the FL here in a year or two.
Creighton Brothers sponsoring this kick by Overbay. And it will be returned here by Bremen by Graverson. And he'll push and then get pushed. And a flag will come out on the last push, it appears. At least I thought I saw a flag. Did I? Maybe I just saw a yellow helmet.
Tippy Valley helmet. Looks like the flag over there.
So maybe no flag on that play. 7:34 to play in the ball game. Bremen leading 17-10. Valley has scored the last 10 points, Bo. This is a big drive here for Bremen, and Silas Leidig is heading back out on the field after missing a couple plays on the last drive as he went down hurt.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is a longtime supporter of high school athletics. They're also helping NASA send astronauts back to the moon. Want to help? Learn more on joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Carson Anderson finding his way through and pushes his way up to the 37. Bo sounded like he was in space there for a little bit.
I did.
Replay brought to you by The Mental Edge.
It was all that wooden pill pizza I was eating at halftime and before the game.
7:05 to play in the ball game. 2nd and 2 here for Bremen. While the Lions haven't scored in the second half, one of the things they have been able to do is move the chains and eat up a lot of clock. And if they can do that here, they can help themselves out quite a bit. They're going to give it off to the fullback, Austin Young, and he's not going to be able to get much of anything there. And it's going to bring a 3rd down as they lose 1 yard on the play. 3rd and 3 coming up here for Bremen.
Family owned for more than 50 years, Niftone of Mentone is the best place to get all your metal roofing and siding needs. From residential to commercial, agricultural to horse stalls. That's right, horse stalls. Niftone has everything you need to get the project done right. Go Vikings from Niftone of Mentone.
3rd and 3 coming up here for Bremen from their own 36. Anderson on the rush. Anderson pushing his way forward, and he somehow escaped and got another 5 yards out of the play.
It looked
I
like
don't know how he did that.
Looked like Young pushed him from behind. Here, let's see on the Mental Edge replay. See him spin out. There's a little push right there.
And he gets the 1st down, most importantly, and Bremen has it at their own 45, and the clock continues to wind down. Might try to check in with Patrick Driscoll here in a little bit. I heard he's got a cozy end zone seat. We'll see if we can spot him here from our upstairs cameras. Here's Leidig across midfield. And he's going to push his way up to the 46. So we talk about maybe you take it easy this game, nothing really on the line before you get into the postseason. Silas Ladick says, I'm giving it my all.
Yep.
And I'll bring up a 2nd and 1. And let's go down to Patrick Driscoll. Where are you, Pat?
Yeah, guys, so I'm out here. The first thing I noticed when I walked to the stadium tonight, there were couches all about, and I had to ask, what is going on? So we had to ask some of the Bremen seniors what this tradition is. And Keegan, could you explain to us what's going on with these couches?
Of course, it's breast awareness theme night tonight, and then since it's our last home game of the year, us seniors bring out our couches and come cheer on our Mighty Lions.
Now, how long has this been a tradition, Keegan?
I don't know the exact year, but ever since Coach Marty Andrews been a senior.
Listen, guys, I love the vibes down here. We have everyone in Snuggies, blankets. We have cookies, candy. Look, I don't know if I can get up. I'm cold right now. I got all these good snacks around me, but we got a great game to finish out. So, Bo, Anj, back to you guys.
All right, Patrick, thank you very much. It was a first down for Bremen, so they have the ball, and they're looking towards that end zone, senior end zone couches here as they pitch it back to Carson Anderson. He cuts it back inside, then cuts it all the way back, but then Tippy Valley all over him. They'll gang tackle him. He's not going down easily. Finally down to the 38-yard line. I don't know when the tradition started. I know it was long after you. I do know it was around in 2018. I don't think that was a senior night thing, but the couches were out there because I remember broadcasting the game for Redeemer Radio. They're playing Marion. John Brock was the quarterback for Marion. He ran in for a touchdown, sat down on the couch, got a flag for excessive celebration. And as I said at the time, I felt it was a little bit like entrapment because you put the couches out there. You can't expect the opposing team to not want to take a seat after a big score. 2nd and 7 here for Bremen from the 38. Young to about the 35, and now it's a pushing match. Tippy Valley appeared to have won that battle, pushing them back. And with 3:24 left, we've got a timeout on the field brought to you by Craig Welding and Manufacturing. With 3:24 left here in the ball game, 3rd and 4. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back right after this.
Yes, I was just in a bad car accident. I need help.
I'm in a call center. How am I supposed to help you? Did you buy this insurance over the interweb?
Yes.
You think this can wait till after my lunch break?
No, your lunch can wait.
When this happens, you'll understand why it's important to have a local agent. The Lilliard Insurance Agency is just that agency. We're a local agency and we're here to take care of you. Call the Lilliard Agency today.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week brought to you by Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, putting people over profits. 3:24 remaining in the ball game. Bremen clinging to a 17-10 lead, but they have the ball. But they're facing a 3rd and 4 situation here at the Tippy Valley 35-yard line. Let's see what they do here. Start the play clock. Ladick in shotgun. Anderson goes in motion. They fake the handoff. They'll look end zone for Tyrus Graverson, and he makes the catch for the Bremen touchdown. What a play. 35 yards on the score.
Wow. They just went for it all, threw it up top. Great pass, great catch by Graverson. Ladick able to throw it up, a little wobbly on that, but just the strength and the ability to adjust his body on Graverson. Ball was to his backside, and he was able to turn his body around, actually rotate to catch that ball. Great job by this Lions offensive.
And now the point after attempt. By the way, I think that touchdown we may see again here coming up in a little bit on the Big C Lumber big play of the game. We've been discussing what could be the play of the game. We may have just seen it. And Graverson will come up with the kick as well. It is 24-10. Bremen up by 2 scores now. 3:16 left in the game. Stone Cold Steve Austin's looking pretty good right now. We're back after this.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
3:16 to play. Bremen now leading 24-10 after Silas Leidig connects with Tyrus Graverson for the second time here tonight. And the Lions back in front by 2 scores. The kickoff going out of bounds. Tippy Valley will get good field position, but only 3:16 left in the game, down 2 touchdowns. This is going to be an uphill fight for Tippecanoe Valley.
Well, Patrick over there sitting down on the couches eating all the cookies and everything reminds me of Chips and Doodles. They're a family-owned and operated small batch local bakery. They are delicious cookies, are baked in a commercial kitchen and made with real vanilla and butter. Delivery is available, as is pickup near downtown South Bend. Learn more at chipsanddoodles.com.
Tippy Valley a little slow to come out onto the field offensively. Not sure what the holdup was, other than what magical play do we have to score a touchdown in 30 seconds so that maybe we can stay in this game. Outside of that, this is going to be a tough. That was a back-breaking touchdown, Leidig to Graverson. Graverson with 7 catches, 2 touchdowns here tonight. Here's the pass.
Flea flicker.
And they were going with the flea flicker. They dropped the flip and then picked it up and actually were able to get going on the hook and ladder. That was a great job by Wes Parker after dropping it and picking it up. Look at the replay here brought to you by the Mental Edge. Hook and ladder play. Amandi flips it back to Parker, who can't handle it, picked it up, and got it down to the 40-yard line.
Wow. I mean, if Wildauer's not there and if they don't bobble that ball, that's probably a touchdown. You talk about that quick score, that would have been the quick score right there.
Well, that was the delay for the offense to get out on the field. They didn't waste the timeout. They were able to get it, and now we've got
false
start called against Tippy Valley, and they'll lose 5 yards here, and it'll bring up a 1st and 15. Under 3 to play in the ball game. Tippy Valley does have 2 timeouts remaining. But we'll see ultimately if they're going to have a chance to come back in this one.
Topping Dental Group now offers aesthetic services in Elkhart and provides optimal dental care to Michiana at 3 convenient locations. Visit Dr. Topping and Dr. Brown in Napanee, Dr. Swihart in Elkhart, and Dr. Jacobus, I got that wrong again. Dr. Kabuski in Middlebury. Learn more at drtopping.com.
I think it's Jakubowicz.
Jakubowicz. There you go.
And the throw downfield, incomplete. There you go. Topping Dental Group. I think they purposely bring in doctors with tough pronunciation that we got to give them extra love in our promotion of them, and we thank them for sponsoring here tonight.
Appreciate Topping Dental Group for everything they've done to Sports Michiana. Dr. Jakubowicz in Middlebury.
15 seconds here on the play clock. 2:33 left in the game. Bremen ahead by 2 scores. And they'll throw this one down.
Tried to run a screenplay there and couldn't get it. And Bremen was in there quick. Great job of really understanding the situation there. Bring up a 3rd and 15 here with 2.5 to go in the game.
And a big 3rd and 15 coming up for Tippy Valley from the Bremen 45. Throws it to Wes Parker, and Parker is stopped. Excellent job there by Will Stiles, the senior linebacker.
His father, Joe, would definitely be proud of him right there. Will with a great open field tackle. Shed, here you can see on the mental edge replay. Not that I have it, but he did a great job of shedding the block and making that tackle. Just a great job. This defense has been doing all night. Linebackers have been superb. Stiles among one of those linebackers here for the Lions group.
Stiles, the team leader in tackles, 53 entering the night, showing why there. And a flag comes out.
Is that a delay of game? Yep.
It is. So they'll move on back even more here and make it 4th and 18 here for Tippy Valley. 1:38 remaining. I don't think there's any drama in this one. Tyrus Graverson will be our
player of the game, more than likely. Yeah, not sure his complete stats on the game, but definitely had a couple touchdowns, interception, couple extra points, field goal. I mean, he did a little bit tonight.
Yeah, he had 7 catches. I had to be approaching or surpassing 100 yards, couple touchdowns. He said the field goal. Had an interception as well. And that pass is incomplete. Bremen will take over on downs. Technically, Valley's got a couple timeouts, but not sure if they will decide to use them or not. But we may get victory formation here. And then stick with us after the game as we will have our Reliance Player of the Game interview with Tyrus Graverson. And then also have our Big C Lumber Big Play of the Game. Again, another reminder to everyone watching here tonight. Next week begins postseason play. Our live stream will then move exclusively in the postseason to the IHSAA TV network. So that's IHSAATV.org. It'll be Mishawaka at Northridge. Kickoff at 7 p.m. next Friday night in the 4A sectional opener. You can go to IHSAATV.org or download the IHSAA TV app to watch our games in the postseason. Timeout on the field by Bremen before that play, and it's brought to you by the Lion Property Group. Gives us an opportunity to thank some of our big sponsors here tonight, including the St. Joseph County Police Department, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Tony Letcher with Health Markets, Tire Rack, Patrick Industries, Lilliard Insurance Agency, Crown Trophy, It's Tops, Reliance, Big C Lumber, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, Zolman Tire, Quality Window Treatments, Precision Door, Central Automotive and Chips and Doodles, Tom's Car Care Center, Babso Salai, and many more. Our season sponsors who have been outstanding. Indiana Laborers Union as well. We thank all of those sponsors all season long for being with us and making the Sports Michiana Game of the Week a reality when, obviously, before July, we didn't think it would need to be. And as Anderson will rush the ball up the middle, and we will get a timeout by Tippy Valley, brought to you by Craig Welding and Manufacturing. They will burn the timeout with 1:26 remaining, and it looks like Rochester will not come away with a conference championship tonight. Maconaquah up 30-14 in the Three Rivers Conference late in the or midway through the fourth quarter in that one.
Marion up 21-0 on Riley. Elkhart fourth quarter, still up 48-6. Looks like they definitely are going to solidify their NIC conference title.
New Prairie leading Washington 52-0 in the fourth quarter.
All the other conferences pretty much wrapped up. Jimtown and Knox both winning the NSC for the second time around for the NSC.
Northern State Conference making its return this year, and I think when we talked to both coaches this week, they really love the return of this conference. 5 schools were a part of the old NSC, and then Tippy Valley joining in, and as Coach Moriarty told us pregame, he really feels Bremen will become one of their big rivals.
Yeah.
Moving forward, getting to play them every year, there's not, it's a little bit of a drive, but there's still not much in between Bremen and Mentone and Akron and everything. As another timeout on the field brought to you by Craig Welding and Manufacturing. And as we look ahead now, for both of these teams and their runs in the postseason, we'll start with Bremen, Bo, and 2A Sectional 33 next week. They will play at Lake Station, and the big key for them, Andreans on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And again, Andreans 4-4, but they play 4, 5, and 6A teams all year long. They play nobody that's 3A or below. And so that's why their record's at 4-4. But they are on the other side. Bremen, very favorable draw for them. Lake Station, and then I believe Rensselaer Central after that, if they were able to get by Lake Station, very easily could win both those games and make the sectional championship. And again, with Tippy Valley, they have a very favorable draw as well.
Certainly more favorably for Tippy Valley than it was a year ago when they had to open up against Chittard after having an undefeated regular season. Leydig gets the first down that will ultimately ice the game. Now the problem is Woodland's is going to be a tough opponent for them, but the second round is the real tough one for them.
Yeah.
They're going to probably run into Garrett or worst case or best case, Lakeland, who won't be an easy opponent either, but Garrett's undefeated and a great opponent, so that second round matchup. But no matter how you spin it, it's still a better draw than Chittard, which is what they had last year, the eventual state champion that has now moved up to Class 4A. Victory formation for Bremen. They will take the knee. They will not have to snap the ball again. Bremen wins to improve to 5-4 on the season. How about the Lions closing out the regular season with wins over Knox and Tippy Valley? They've won 3 of their last 4, and they are going to be rolling into the postseason with a whole lot of momentum, and we are going to talk about it with our Reliance Player of the Game, Tyrus Graverson. In a few moments, we'll take a timeout, be back with the postgame show, St. Joseph County Police Department postgame show right after this. Final score, Bremen 24, Tippy Valley 10.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is brought to you by Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, putting people over profits. Time now for our Reliance Player of the Game. No doubt about this one. It's Tyrus Graverson. He's standing by downfield with a Patrick sideline report. Here's Patrick Driscoll.
All right, Tyrus, 7 catches, 2 touchdowns, an interception, and a field goal to top it all off. It's like you're a career Madden player, Tyrus. How do you get it all done?
I mean, it's just I enjoy playing with my team and putting in the work during practice every week, and just being there for where the team needs me the most. I'll just do whatever the coach wants me to do, and I'll just do whatever they ask.
Yeah, and what did it take to defeat just a very sound Tippy Valley team tonight?
It was definitely a lot of momentum that we had from last week, definitely, but just nobody gave up. We had a good lead at half, 17-0, and we just didn't back down. They punched back pretty hard, but we just kept pushing. We kept pushing, and it ended up in our favor.
You mentioned the way you excel. It's just how you have fun out here on the field. How much did you enjoy yourself tonight?
Oh, it was awesome. I loved every single moment of it. Even when I mess up, I just get it out of my head and just realize I'm playing the game I love the most, and it's just awesome to be out here with all my friends. It's just great.
How important is it to just be a Bremen Lion and represent this community?
It means the world to me. I mean, I wouldn't want anything else from it. I mean, it's just all, like, my parents went here, everything, and it's just great to be here. Yeah.
And then lastly, this win, to close out the regular season on a high note, how important is that to just build the momentum coming up for sectionals?
It's so important for us. Having that 2-win streak just going into sectionals, it's just this will be the strongest we've been this year, and just keeping that momentum is great for us, yeah.
Alrighty, that's our play of the game, Tyrus Graverson. We'll see you guys next week, Mishawaka at Northridge. From Sports Michiana, I'm Patrick Driscoll signing off. Bo, Anj, back to you guys.
All right, Patrick, thank you very much. Great job downstairs as we welcome you upstairs into the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth as we continue on here in the St. Joseph County Police Department post-game show. And time now to look at our Big C Lumber big play of the game, Bo. And guess who? Tyrus Graverson.
Yeah, Tyrus Graverson.
That guy. Let's take a look at this one.
Great job by Leidig, faking the play action, getting the ball down the field, but the ability for Tyrus Graverson to change his body mid-air. You can see it here as he rotates back around. That's a tough catch when you're coming back around like that and able to maintain possession in the end zone on the rollover. Just a great job by Tyrus. I think the biggest thing was that really put the game away. There at that point, Bremen showed that they're here, that they're ready to go on to sectionals and make a big run.
That was the Big C Lumber big play of the game. My favorite part of it was watching that low-angle camera replay. You saw Patrick Driscoll, the former St. Joe wide receiver, our sideline reporter. He was marking out at, wow, what a catch. Yeah. You could see his expression, which was cool to see, and a great job there by Ryan Fitzpatrick down on the field as well. You mentioned, Bremen now getting this big win. They had the win over Knox last week, 2 straight wins, 5-4 going into the sectionals. They really are peaking at the right time.
Yeah, they definitely are, and they have a couple opponents that are going to test them a little bit in the next couple of weeks, but yet it's not opponents that they can't beat. So it's really going to build momentum for them. If they can get by those first 2, they can make a run, and then they possibly have Andrea in that sectional final.
Meanwhile, for Tippy Valley, they end the regular season at 6-3. We said those statistics. When they're able to run the ball, they're really unbeatable. But when they get stuffed, it's a little bit troublesome. All 3 losses coming when they struggled to run the football, and that happened here tonight.
Well, not only that, but they had penalties and some misfortunate happenings that stalled some drives out and really pushed them back a few different times as well. So they not only couldn't run the ball, but they were hurting themselves with some penalties and stupid mistakes. And I think Coach Moriarty is going to really tighten up and fix for coming in next week of sectionals.
Hey, big shout out to Mary Freeby and her new husband-to-be, Joe. Chuck Freeby, the father of the bride this weekend. That's why he had to deal with us instead. Mary was the original babysitter, original nanny for my little daughter, Lily. So we're very excited to celebrate her coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a great celebration. Can't wait to see her bud Chuck tomorrow night, and he'll be back next week to bring us the first game of sectional for 2024.
And a reminder that will be exclusively on IHSAATV.org as we head for Mishawaka at Northridge to open up the 4A sectional playoffs. Want to thank everybody in the truck tonight for all their hard work. Gary Martin, Tony Beltran, and Josh Kellogg, our camera guys, doing a fantastic job this evening as well. The final score here from Don Bungie Field, Bremen wins over Tippy Valley 24-10. A reminder, you can catch the Tire Rack Drive the Game every Friday at 6 p.m. We'll be back with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Irish Football Fix Monday at 7 p.m. on Pulse FM. And next week, it's Northridge versus Mishawaka in the Sports Michiana Game of the Week on IHSAATV.org. For Bo Hundt and Patrick Driscoll, I'm Angelo Carlo. Have a great evening from Bremen. Thank you for watching the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week. And thank you to all these great sponsors for making it possible. Support us by supporting them.
Hey, what up? What up?